What's up, everyone? This is Goldilocks, former TNA backstage interviewer, manager, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Thanks for being here.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
You're either with us or you're against us. It's time to go against tradition and embrace sex. Sports entertainment, extreme. Even though Russo doesn't necessarily know how to spell extreme, because as you remember last week, he said it would have been S-E-E, like C, but It's X. So Dallas, Gridley, my good partner in crime. I'm Bob Colling Jr. Last week's episode on December 4th sucked, needless to say.
Yeah, that was one of the worst shows we've watched together so far, Bob. And I don't think I'll ever forget that. What we had to go through last week was we were starting to get some steam. We were kind of picking up, and then we reached a screeching halt last week with that show.
Yeah, the main draw would appear to have been Roddy Piper appearing, and that led to some controversial comments in regards to the unfortunate death of Owen Hart, in which Piper he blatantly said that Russo was to blame for that one. And I think Russo's behavior in years since then kind of makes it hard to feel bad for Piper saying that. And then really aside from that, there was really nothing going on.
Yeah, there was nothing of any substance really last week. I think the biggest thing coming out of the show was that we have like a new number one contender for the X title. That's about it. I mean, the matches that happened, Divine Storm, the SATs, like that happened. Okay. Yeah, it just was there. Then we had obviously Brian Lee and Chris Harris, and then Slash and James Storm. But they then had the match that would then lead to the bull rope match that was supposed to be with Father James Mitchell, but then they put Belladonna in it, and it just didn't. There was no reason for it. And do we have to mention that main event, which is essentially Jeff Jarrett in a handicap match against the Harris brothers? Why did they want to do that to us?
Because they hate us.
They must have known. Okay, someone time traveled. They went back to 2002. They know, hey, Bob and Dallas are going to go watch this. Let's fuck them. And so they switched the show. They made it really bad. And then, to top everything off, Percy Pringle shows up at the end of the show, nodding his head, and why the fuck was he there? I don't know. Really, really hoping today is a better show.
I think it will be. I mean, the card, if you look at it,
on paper, this is
significantly stronger on paper.
Yeah, and I can't remember off the top of my head how much of this was announced, so I don't want to go over too much of the card before we get into it. But I don't know. Yeah, on paper, this is tenfold stronger. I don't think there's a match that I think I don't want to say isn't going to be bad, but I feel like there's opportunity for every one of these matches to have something that'll kind of keep our attention into it.
That's a strong statement there. I don't know if I would say every single one.
I know which ones you're probably thinking, but
most of them.
I guess by what I mean by like have something is like maybe we're going to continue a story. Maybe we're going to start something fresh. I don't know. I just think that looking at this card, I think that there's more substance than last week. Where like you look at the card for last week and it's like, what the fuck is this? What did we watch?
No, absolutely. I also want to point out we can't overlook this. We had the most shocking heel turn probably thus far in TNA history. And that was when BG James. If I remember correctly, did he not hit his father?
Oh man, you're testing my memory. He might have.
No, he did not. I lied. He hit
no?
Ron Killings.
Ron Killings, that's right. No, but his father was out there.
Yeah,
and that's why
I was thinking.
that's why we no, that's a good point. So yes, his father was out there, and he turned and he hit Ron Killings with the chair, essentially turning on the traditional NWA style wrestling to what seems to be joining Sports Entertainment Extreme, which is Russo's side of this. Essentially a company-wide angle that's about to be happening.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely wasn't connecting as a babyface. Needless to say, was BG James. But I don't know if I'm even remotely interested in him being a heel.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's just in general, like BG James, like, I don't know. I can't say I'm a huge fan. I guess in the grand scheme of things, I'm just not. But that being said, I think this has at least brought some more intrigue to what he can do here in TNA, because he has not been connecting as a babyface. It's not working, and it hasn't even really been entertaining, I don't think. So I don't know. I think he needed this. He needed this switch up, similar to how Brian Lawler needed it when he turned, I think, even though I think we've kind of run that course, of course. But
I think that now that he's a heel, he can't shave off his little goatee thing he's got going on.
Oh, he's definitely got to keep that.
He's got to keep it.
That's his biggest heat seeker, if you want my opinion.
100%. That's probably 85% of why we hate him.
Yeah, that's a really good point there, to be honest.
So, but yeah, so last week's episode sucked, but now it's a new week. I'm actually looking forward to this because there's quite a few decent matches I think lined up. But what is going on backstage in TNA land, Dallas?
Well, we got some pretty interesting stuff this week and some notes about last week's show as well. So I think we might end up bouncing around a little bit here. So just hold on tight. I'm not going to make you guess what the readers said, because guess what, Bob? They almost unanimously agreed with us that was a thumbs down show. 72 people gave that show a thumbs down, or 82.8%. Only 12 people, or 13.8%, gave it a thumbs up, and 3 people gave it a thumbs in the middle with 3.4%. And Dave mentions here that was a significantly higher response than usual, and also very negative. And he does follow up with that, but saying that next week's number, or the show we're about to watch, will be the answer of whether the increase was because people who don't vote were fuming, and it seemed to be the case. More people are watching because of curiosity over where the angle is going.
Well, I'm hoping it is not people tuning in out of curiosity, because there's, without a question, if that is the case after they saw that episode, they'd never watch it again.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's just people that are pissed off that they watched it and they're like, this is fucking bullshit, thumbs down, but I'm still going to buy it next week.
Yeah, because if that's new people, they're never going to buy that show again.
No way.
Absolutely.
Or it would take a long, long time to
get them back.
Get that trust, yeah.
Yeah. And now, kind of speaking of that, one of the most controversial things that happened, Bob already kind of brought it up here, but Piper claiming Russo is the cause, essentially the cause of Owen Hart's death. So let's kind of deep dive into this whole angle with Roddy Piper coming out unannounced. He got his book, the Russo confrontation. We got a nice little chunk on that here, and I think it's pretty interesting. So Dave says here in the December 16th, 2002 Observer newsletter that obviously the December 4th show caused a major stir, as was the attempt, with a supposed unscripted Vince Russo Roddy Piper confrontation. It probably would have just been the normal nonsense, except Piper claimed that Russo was the person who killed his cousin Owen, in reference to Owen Hart, of course. Russo came out, and there was an uncomfortable looking situation, but management at this stage is working everyone with these supposed shoots. So remember, we've talked about previously the working the boys, kind of making people, working people backstage and stuff, Yeah. They do mention here that Piper did come with no advertising at his instance to get the surprise, quote, big pop. In other words, whatever economic value there was in Piper's first appearance in years coming off his book tour was negated completely. Because you could have sold a lot more tickets if you said Roddy Piper's going to be there.
You would think, yeah.
Yeah. And of course he gave this like interview running down Russo. Russo came out in the middle, acting cocky in the corner, not selling for Piper, not saying anything. Now, of course, after the situation, and they ended up with the crowd that was dead-ended. They were silent, remember, because it was kind of like, what is happening? Russo came out a few minutes later for his own interview and yelled at Piper for using Owen Hart's death to sell books. This was definitely a work on most everyone. Dave says that he believes, aside from the Jarretts, Piper, and David Penzer, only Bob Ryder and Jeremy Borash, both of whom figured out because he says he didn't know that either of them were told, that in the last hour before the show went on air, those are the only people who even knew he was there because he was kept hidden. So barely anyone knew that Roddy Piper was even at the building. So much so that apparently even Mike Tenay was not aware of it at this time. And the script of the show mentioned neither Piper's interview nor Russo's comeback. So on the format that Mike and Don have in front of them, that kind of helps them with the way they flow the show, didn't even say this shit was happening. Pretty interesting.
So everyone was kept in the dark.
Yes. It is also said that there's a claim that Russo also didn't know about Piper being there and went out on his own to confront Piper. Piper claimed he had no idea Russo was coming out. So it's kind of all over the place. However, this was at least planned to be the start of a series of appearances by Piper where he would feud with Russo. So you do the math, is what Dave says.
Right.
And then a little bit extra here on this. I mean, like I said, this is kind of all over the place. A lot of weird shit is happening already with even just this one angle. Piper himself, after the fact, claimed that he was mad at Russo for being unprofessional and interrupting his interview, but he held the Jarretts blameless, which makes no sense if you think about it. And this was a one-shot, and he wasn't coming back. Dave says time will tell on that one, but if he isn't, it makes this even more mind-boggling. A lot of viewers were furious, and deservedly so, at the appearance of them using Hart's death to build an angle, to build the heat for the angle, which would have been tasteless. But if they aren't coming back with the two continuing the angle, it's not only tasteless, but beyond stupid, essentially. Stupid beyond words, as he says. However, WCW did something similar with Piper and Russo in '99, and Russo attempted to try to use Owen's death for a storyline with Bret Hart walking around near the ceiling at the Kemper Arena for a Nitro event that Hart ended up not appearing on. The whole deal is that without television, their feeling is that they need to do something to get attention and get people talking. Of course, we've seen that though the process in both WWE and WCW, and more often than not, it ends up being more of a deterrent of the company. However, with such a small fan base, the dynamics are different here, of course. This is also risked turning off that loyal fan base. So, pretty interesting, I would say. What are your thoughts on all that, Bob?
Well, I mean, I understand trying to work the boys or whatever, and you're trying to keep it from people. I mean, maybe trying to get like a genuine reaction, but if you're not going to tell people that type of stuff, they might not. Kind of like Six Pac, you know, he doesn't trust them or whatever. So
yeah,
that level of deceit could lead to, or constant deceit could lead to dissension and people not wanting to be there. As for what you were mentioning a little bit earlier for a Piper Russo feud, I don't have much interest in that at all, because really all that you can accomplish on that is battle of talking.
I was just gonna say there's nothing you can do with that.
I mean, unless you did something similar to what they do for Survivor Series, where it's like, Team Hogan against Team Flair or something, or maybe a War Games or something to align with that. But
I could see that working, and working potentially. I think that's the only way you could do it.
Piper leading like the tradition side.
Yes.
Against the entertainment of Russo. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And I do have a little bit of a note, kind of about like the leading sides thing as well that we'll get to into a couple minutes here. But I don't know. We'll see. I guess,
Yeah.
where that's going to go. I think it was a pretty interesting note, though, nonetheless.
I've never been big on Piper, especially around this time. So, I mean, I hope he's not on this episode. Personally, I don't need to see him every week.
I'd be very surprised if he's here again this week.
And what's crazy though is, and I think I mentioned it last week, was he does eventually go back to WWE in 2003 and he wrestles.
Yeah.
So, as a fan, you might be thinking he's not going to possibly get in the ring, but he could.
And then he does.
And yeah, in hindsight, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know. It's a really confusing thing, so.
Yeah. I do have a couple, actually, they're related to TNA, or else I would not be mentioning them. However, it's actually some notes from a recent SmackDown taping in Atlanta. So let's deep dive into that real quick. So, I cut a lot of this out because it's not really relevant to us. But he's talking about the SmackDown shows, some Raw shows being very bad recently. And he mentions that the biggest problem with the show was far too much of the Dawn Marie, Tori Wilson storyline, in particular Al Wilson. I'm sure everyone remembers this. They killed this with their own sword weeks ago, but had to continue because they thought that the lesbian angle was a big winner. So this is where it relates to the TNA. And Dave mentions this, however. He says, given the crowd and the rating response when Raw went in these types of directions, well, I think they're about 4 years too late. It's real sad when WWE is copying the stuff that TNA does that nobody cares about there. This is reminding him so much of WCW on this end, and Raw is like WCW.
What is he comparing the angle to?
Just using these like the lesbian angle and like just doing angles like that TNA is doing that no one cares about, and then SmackDown's using it. Are they really copying him? Who knows? But I thought it was an interesting point that he brought up that that relation. So who knows?
Right. So the storyline with that is that Dawn Marie is banging Tori's elderly father, and he doesn't die? Doesn't he have like a heart attack or something?
Yeah, they kill him off.
Okay.
But then also Don kind of hits on Tori, and they kind of do a thing.
Yeah. I guess it's really not copying because the only angle that would be comparable would be the Goldilocks and April thing with Brian Lawler.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that's not comparable.
I think where he's comparing it is more of like that. I don't know if shock is the right word to use here, but using something you don't expect and like that that you don't need. Similar to Bruce turning straight, for example. It's like, okay, or Bruce in the shower, just like doing weird angles that really don't have any substance, aren't doing anything for anyone. So I think that's more or less what he's kind of.
Well, they did the angle and then they fucking drop it because they get rid of him.
Exactly.
So it's like, what are you doing?
Also, another fun note here from SmackDown. It's actually from a different SmackDown, but that doesn't matter to us here because we're talking about TNA. However, Charles Wright, or the Godfather, he's 41, by the way, he mentions, was released this past week after not making the WWA tour. Wright told WWA officials the eve of the tour that he had injured his knee in training. For whatever it's worth, the WWA officials were quite skeptical since it was a last-minute call. Now, his contract expired in mid-December, so the tour was going to be his last assignment from the WWE. Anyways, he was released about 2 weeks before it expired and already was paid ahead of time. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because Dave mentions a point here that he says, I bet NWA-TNA tries to pick him up as soon as possible. What would you...
Okay, hang on a minute. You said WWA tour?
Yes, that's correct.
So he was going to go to England.
Yeah, so they must have had some kind of agreement where WWE was sending him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, WWE was sending him.
Yeah, because it mentions the tour is going to be his last assignment from WWE.
Oh.
So I think that's interesting in itself. I was just kind of given that as the background. But I mean, how would you feel about Godfather coming into TNA in 2002?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
I don't really want to see.
Listen, so here's the thing. Okay, I'm a big Papa Shango fan. I liked the character. Khan was not great, and then eventually when he becomes Godfather after Khan Mustafa return, whatever. Godfather stuff is okay. Pimping ain't easy, but that had a very short shelf life. Same thing with Goodfather. That sucked too. But if you go back and watch his 2002 run for WWE, because he returned at Royal Rumble 02 with like Goldust and Val Venus and Mr. Perfect, whatever. He's just not good. And the crowd doesn't care about him. But like I kind of hinted at, would TNA maybe try to get him? I could see it, but I don't think it would be, hey, sign a 2-year contract. It could be something like Jeff Jarrett being the type of guy, oh, he beat me for the IC belt one time. I got to beat him tonight. TNA Weekly Pay-Per-View 42 or whatever,
Yeah, I guess in that case, I definitely would not want to see him long term. If he came in for an appearance, whatever. I guess whatever. I
could see him. Have him come in for a random appearance with like the cage dancers or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Like that. Although honestly, with this whole extreme thing.
Oh fuck! I didn't.
Dude, anything is possible. Anything could happen. And
that's a really good point.
I don't know if he comes in, and I'm not going to look it up. Well, I'll look it up again in a couple weeks, maybe, if it really doesn't end up happening. But
that's really funny, though, you said about the sex thing, because that character would fit perfectly with that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Moving on here. Apparently, the NWA TNA pay-per-views are expected to be airing soon live in Australia, which will be on Thursdays at noon. He says main event in quote. Go ahead.
Thursdays at noon?
Sure is. In Australia.
God.
Well, that's probably because Wednesday at whatever time they go on, I don't know, it's 8 o'clock, is probably noon on Thursday in Australia. So they're probably, if they're airing live, they're airing at the same time.
What a horrible time slot.
Well,
you have no control of the time difference, obviously, but
yeah, well, it's a similar thing even current day with wrestling. I mean, if a fan in the UK wants to watch like a TNA pay-per-view live, they're staying up very, very late to watch it. It's just the way it works because wrestling is, I'm going to say primarily an East Coast United States thing. We go on Eastern Standard Time. Almost every kind of wrestling does. Even when they're in California, they're still airing 8 p.m. in the U.S. in New York. Like it's still, we're always on East Coast time. That's just how it is. That's how wrestling works. And kind of following up with this being live in Australia, it's in quotes main event. I think that must be the network or something. He says is either close to or has struck a deal to make up for losing WWE events. So I think that they might be picking up the TNA pay-per-views as well with this. I'm assuming a main event is a pay-per-view provider of some kind. Yeah. Okay, so apparently next year there's some talk about bringing the pay-per-views on the road. As Dave says, not a good idea. No. Because it's very difficult to sell more than a few hundred tickets to wrestling unless you're WWE, he says, and at least in Nashville, they've got the routine down on papering, plus many of the unknown guys are at least known by the fans in the building, and the matches have more heat because of it. They were looking at 5,000-plus seat arenas, which they should also be looking at packing places that hold 600 to 1,200. Because, as we know, they can barely fill the building they're in.
See... Okay, so they're not understanding this, and maybe they're doing this because they have that influx of money from Panda Energy. So maybe they're thinking, even if we lose a shit ton of money on this, at least we'll look more of a big deal. If they were to bring it on the road, I think there's one venue that would be suitable, and you know what? I would maybe even go like every other week. Like 1 week you're in Nashville, and the next one you go to Philly and go at the ECW arena.
Oh, that is a cool idea. I think that's a really great idea too, because the fans in Philly are more hardcore fans. I think there's a chance they could know about this product because I feel like
you're going to get more of an influx of ECW guys. So you already have like Jerry Lynn. You know, and so you're going to get to that audience. And realistically, too, how the Northeast independent scene tends to bring out the biggest stars that would eventually go to WWE anyway, or even go into TNA. So then you're looking at Explosion, right? So you could have, hey, CM Punk, let's have you go on Explosion. Hey, Samoa Joe, how about you have a tryout explosion, see how this works out. And then you're fucking set up for, you're golden. I think being in Nashville really limits on who you could bring in for that type of exposure. So if they were to go to Philly, you can get people from New York, New Jersey. I think it's a greater location, but
yeah, I think that's a really great idea. I think that's really cool.
I mean, they do actually end up running ECW Arena with the UWF, but that's not till like 06. But
yeah, and then eventually I think they might go back again too. But regardless,
I think there's 2 times in 06.
Okay.
I think
I'm trying to think.
One time in 07 too. I don't know.
I might be getting it confused with the fact that like House of Hardcore is there and half of them are TNA guys, like current day stuff. So I might be getting that confused, but they definitely did some stuff because a lot of recent Impact Wrestling stuff, they've been going to smaller venues like that. I don't know. I'd have to look, but to confirm. Yeah. But regardless,
you know what? They should go there in 2020. I saw something that the ECW Arena might close down because they can't have any shows.
Oh wow!
So if I was a wrestling company, I feel like this is probably a pretty good opportunity to maybe get a cheaper rental and just be okay. Well, I'll film my empty crowd show here, but I'll give you money to keep you floating.
Well, yeah, because currently in 2020, Impact is filming in an empty like soundstage in Nashville. Like that's where they are. So why couldn't they do it elsewhere? I mean, I guess currently a bunch of the production people and stuff obviously live in Nashville, so that's probably why. But regardless, it's a cool thought nonetheless.
Yeah.
As it is that orders not to use Jerry Jarrett's name, but simply to refer to him as the guy in the back running things.
Oh my God. Why can't they use his name?
I don't know. What is that?
Listen here, TNA. I don't listen to you. I don't listen to the guy in the back running things. What the fuck? No.
Well, that's the thing. That's what's gonna
I don't listen to you. I don't listen to Jerry Jarrett. What the fuck? What is this, like the Wizard of Oz, the guy behind the curtain? Like, you don't know who he is, so he's just the operator guy? Give me a break.
Well, that's weird even too, because if you don't want people to know that Jerry Jarrett's the guy running the things, then why even say that? Just pretend it's Bob Armstrong.
Yeah, you're pretty much exposing it that Bob Armstrong has no influence.
No authority at all. He's just there.
He's just he just has a microphone sometimes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of more Russo and stuff like that, I mentioned earlier about we're going to get into the authority figure thing here. So there are several people being considered to be the babyface to work opposite of Russo as the NWA voice of authority. Among those talked about are Dusty Rhodes, which could work, and J.J. Gillen, who works for Jarrett's construction company, which I don't know why that made me laugh when I read it.
What is he doing? Like he's a...
I don't know.
Supervisor?
All I picture is J.J. Dillon wearing a hard hat with a hammer and like a safety vest on, and I was laughing when I read that part.
Wow.
But they say J.J. Dillon, who would turn Russo babyface, whether planned or not, because that was the entire problem with the WCW portrayal in the NWO feud, was WCW was so uncool and headed by old, out-of-date pencil pushers like Dillon that the younger fan base enjoyed seeing them getting beat up. So they'd have to like switch it, and Russo would have to turn into a babyface because of that.
Well, you know what? I kind of think he's on the verge of that anyway, because if you look at the crowd reaction, the fans tend to be cheering for Russo.
Yes.
Which would make sense because Russo was a catalyst behind the biggest drawing time for WWE because of what he was writing, and everybody knows that he gets credit for that. So, that's a worry to think about, but I don't really see myself being able to cheer for the Vince Russo, the character.
You never know. Maybe soon we might be. I don't know,
man. I think he's just to his credit, he is a great heel. No doubt about it.
Absolutely.
You can get all the heat you can on him. I just don't think you can do it. I don't foresee myself being able to, go get him, Vince Russo. I don't see that happening. Now, for a potential conflict of, the other, I guess, babyface guy that would then in turn become heel because of Vince Russo going babyface. J.J. Dillon that's hilarious. That is an awesome fucking thing. That would be horrible. That would be truly a bad decision. Dusty Rhodes, though, that could be fun.
I
But
think so.
I love how Bob Armstrong's not even in mentioned. He's doing it right now.
Well, they don't like it. He's driving too far. Can't let him drive. He's gonna.
Well,
he's not
it
gonna-
is like what? It's like 8 hours, right? 6, 8 hours, something like that.
Yeah, he's doing some kind of ridiculous drive every week to get here.
Yeah, that's probably a bit much. But I mean, Dusty would be good, sure. Yeah, I think that
Why not?
that could be good for the promos alone.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Now, also we've mentioned, and as we saw last week, Bill Moody, or Paul Bearer, debuted on the show with his old Percy Pringle name, but has the Paul Bearer look. He's to be a regular as a heel manager, and they are looking for Big Guy or him to manage. And Malice has been talked about. And Dave mentions here, unfortunately, that will make Malice appear to be a low-rent Undertaker because of the similar size and red hair.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that he should not be managing anyone that is dark or in the new church because they're going to reference the Undertaker shit. He should do something different.
Well, here's the thing. If he does any of that, what's the purpose of Father James Mitchell?
Exactly.
And to be honest with you, in 2002, I'm taking Father James Mitchell over Paul Bearer.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yes. So there's that. BG James apparently did apologize the week after his slur that he used, his homophobic slur comment at a production meeting, although it was never mentioned anywhere else. So there's our follow-up on that. Once again, I can't remember. I think it was Jarrett apologized on a message board, and BG James has now apologized in a production meeting, but that's it.
But he hasn't apologized publicly.
Exactly. Which is I find very interesting that still has not. If people are apologizing, that it's not publicly or in the arena or.
Well, realistically, how can he do it at the arena or publicly? BG James, he's a heel now. You can't be like, hey, so 2 weeks ago I dropped the F slur about Bruce. My bad. But listen here, Ron Killings, I'm going to kick your ass tonight. I mean, that would be kind of.
I would say it'd have to be like using Bob Armstrong, or even if Jarrett came out before the pay-per-view and kind of did it. I don't think it needs to be on camera necessarily. I know that kind of sort of sounds bad, but I think that, or even have Mike Tenay. I don't know. Mike Tenay apologized for the NWA.
Right.
Something like that could have happened.
I kind of, you know what I would do? Just thinking off the top of my head here. I feel like maybe you could do it on TV in the sense of, Bob Armstrong meets him backstage. He'd be, Brian, what are you doing? 2 weeks ago, you're calling people the F word, blah, blah, whatever. Mm-hmm. And BG can be like, listen, Pops, I'm sorry that I said that. All right. I'm losing, I was stressed out or whatever. But I'm entertainment. You know what I mean? So you're kind of throwing it in there. Like, sorry. You're right. I fucked up. I shouldn't have said that.
That'd be interesting. Or even if he's kind of like playing both sides, like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, yeah, I can see that. How
like, I'm just scramble brained, He's like, why are you with Russo? Tradition, blah, blah. And he'd be like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm saying things I don't mean to say, but, I'll figure things out or whatever.
Yeah. No,
I think there's a way around it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I have a note here kind of about some stuff from last week as well, because there was some injuries that took place. So Dave mentions that there was little in the way of good wrestling on the show. The wrestling was largely forgotten in the wake of the Piper comments on Owen Hart. Two of the best workers, though, Lynn and Red, ended up injured. As we know, Jerry Lynn, we had a kind of an interview with that. So Jerry Lynn has a slight pectoral minor, or his upper chest tear. Yep, and he, which was feared to be more serious rotator cuff injury. And this happened from his match with Styles now 2 weeks ago. And he is hoping to return this week. Red suffered a painful bone spur in one of his feet and could barely walk. So they did an angle on the show where Styles, quote, injured him to take him out of the four-way match. This set up for the Styles vs. Red program that they're hoping to start this week. And because so much early went long with the unscripted interview, the four-way double elimination cruiserweight, or X Division, he should have wrote, match was cut back severely, leading to a series of matches that all went less than 3 minutes. So this was had the guys rushing through the spots. And of course we know that Easy Money, who apparently ended up getting the slot that Low Key was penciled in for, won the match over Joel. Maximo, who was Red's replacement.
So, was it last week's episode where I noticed that Red had been limping and then he got attacked?
Yes, I believe that was on the last week's show when he was making his entrance. So
that was because of legitimate bone spurs.
Yes, that was a legitimate injury, and they did that angle so they could take him out of the match.
Now, here's the thing, okay? TNA, knowing that this guy has got bone spurs, is like, hey, we need you to get on that Greyhound bus for a 13-hour trip. And then you're going to be backstage for about 8 hours, and then you're going to do an entrance for about 30 seconds, get your ass kicked, Styles Clash on the aisle, and then we'll escort you out, and then we'll be good.
I'm hoping
that's the reasoning. Oh, and then, by the way, 13 hours back home.
I'm hoping that's not the case, but yeah, I mean, that is pretty bad. If so, yeah, I mean, that's bad.
That's some fucked up shit right there, but
yeah. I just got a couple other pretty quick things here, and then I'm going to be turning it over to Bob. So I think it was teased last week's notes that Bobby Heenan was considering coming in, but didn't want to because of Russo and such. So apparently Heenan was swayed into considering doing the show, despite his reservations about giving a rub to Russo, because he was quoted back to his own words from his book, originally told to him by Gorilla Monsoon, that, quote, "If you're in the business for anything but the money, you're an idiot." So he's like, maybe I'll do it.
That's good advice.
I like that. I thought that was pretty interesting. Do you remember Rick Michaels? It's been a while since we've seen Rick. We did report on an injury recently with him a couple weeks ago, I think at this point. He teamed with his brother, Chris Michaels. Well, his career is in serious jeopardy unless there is a significant improvement. He's going to undergo what would be a career-ending back surgery. Michael suffered the injury from doing a balcony bump at a Burt Prentice show at the Nashville Fairgrounds. So he might have his career over. He might be done.
So you're telling me, because that's the same venue that we're at right now, right, for TNA?
Yes, yep.
Okay, so he probably did the same type of bump that we see every fucking show now. They go to that same little balcony and they go through a table or whatever.
I'm assuming.
So he probably did that spot and then he fucked up his back.
Yep.
Unbelievable. That sucks. I mean, I don't want to ever get truly hurt. So.
Agreed. Yeah, it's a bummer. And my last thing, which we've already talked about kind of anyways, and we'll probably talk about it at the end of this show and our next show, but because of Christmas and New Year's, there is no shows the end of the year. So our last TNA show of 2002 is December 18th, and they will be returning on January 8th. And we will, stay tuned. We've kind of been teasing what we're going to do. We'll discuss that a little bit more at the end of this episode and on next episode of what the TNA Cross the Line podcast will be doing on those off weeks. And Bob, that is all I have for news and notes. So I'm going to turn it over to you for independent news. And then we'll talk about Explosion briefly before we get the show on the road.
All right. So there is, I guess, a decent amount of stuff going on for this past weekend for independent stuff in regards to some TNA talent. So the first thing up here is Jason Cross. Now, you might be wondering, who the hell is Jason Cross? I don't believe we've seen him yet in TNA, but he does appear on this week's episode. He recently fought the NWA Wildside champion Iceberg to a draw on 12-7. Tony Mamaluke, who we haven't seen since November 13th when he lost to Easy Money. He teamed up with Matt Thompson to lose to the Hit Squad at Ring of Honor Scramble Madness on November 16th. And then recently, he wrestled Funaki on WWE Velocity, which was taped on December 10th and would then air on December 14th. And he was using the name CG Afi.
Okay.
So, a little fun fact there. Kid Cash, he also wrestled for the WWE on December 9th in Knoxville for an apparent tryout. It didn't appear on Heat or anything. That was a dark match. But his opponent is unknown, as I looked it up on Cage Match and the history of WWE, and it both said unknown or 4 question marks. Cash would end up winning the match, though. I don't know how you know he won if we don't know who he wrestled, but that's okay. Divine Storm, which would be my favorite wrestler, Quiet Storm, and Chris Divine. They defeated Jeff Starr and Shockwave on December 7th at Ring of Honor Night of the Butcher. The Amazing Red who was attacked last week but didn't wrestle, won the vacant USA Pro United States title against Deranged, Grim Reaper, and once again, my favorite wrestler, Quiet Storm, and then lost it that same night to Homicide on December 11th. He then lost to Ace Steel on December 11th. No. That can't be right. Well, he lost it sometime in December, or probably November. I'm going to say November 12th. We'll just go with that. He then lost to Ace Steel on November 23rd for MCW NWA Midwest. And then he teamed with Jay Briscoe in a four-way match that was won by the SATs. And it included the Hit Squad and Special K at Ring of Honor Night of the Butcher on December 7th. AJ Styles, he competed in a Rumble for the Gold at LWE on December 5th. In a match, that match was won by Chris Candido and the Sandman. I believe that would lead to a Candido Sandman singles match. And I think that's available on YouTube, and it is a absolute train wreck. So if you want to watch that, just type that in the YouTube search bar and have some fun for about 37 minutes. Yeah, it's all right. Sonny's, I think Tammy's in there too. He teamed with Paul London to defeat the Overboys on the same LWE show. He lost to Ring of Honor champion Xavier on December 7th at Ring of Honor Night of the Butcher. However, on that same Ring of Honor show, he defeated Jimmy Rave in a dark match. And I don't know if we mentioned it before, but Jimmy Rave recently retired because he had his arm amputated due to an infection. Which is really unfortunate news there.
Wild. Yeah, I was just about to cut you off and mention that. So, yeah, best of luck to Jimmy Rave.
Yeah, hopefully he can, cope with that appropriately. I don't know how you can, but that's that stuff sucks. He was phenomenal in Ring of Honor as part of the Embassy. So if anybody wants to have some fun, go down a rabbit hole, check out the Embassy run for Jimmy Rave from, I think, late 2004 to about 2007. It's probably peak time for that. And the last bit of news here for AJ Styles, he lost to Chris Hamrick at PWF on December 8th for the PWF Universal Heavyweight Championship. And our last bit of news in general here for Independent, Jeff Jarrett, the NWA World Champion, he teamed with Buff Well. But they lost to Sting and Lex Luger on both December 7th and December 8th for WWA. So,
whoa, that is a fun piece of news right there. I like that one.
Buff didn't have the stuff, and we got a Sting appearance. Maybe there's some little talking. Hey, Stinger, come on, man.
Yeah, you'll come over here. Why don't you come to wrestle in front of 450 people?
Yeah, right. And then, like, Lex Luger probably poked his head in. Jeff was like, no, I'm talking to Sting.
Yeah, Sting. I don't know, both of you.
Not you, Lex. Buff, shut the fuck up. We already had you a couple times. You suck. Sting, come on.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to see Buff again, but
not into wrestling. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
We'll see. I have no idea.
I know he comes. Doesn't he come back for like a Impact in 2006 or something?
Oh, you know what? He might.
In a talking segment, it's like, oh, here's Sting's past, and like, it's me, Buff Bagwell. Oh, what's up?
No, I think you're right about that. Yeah. Oh man. Well, right before we get into the show, I just want to mention what happened on the Explosion, so I'm not jumbling over the intro to the show here, because these matches are on the same day as this show, so technically they were dark matches. So on Explosion, this aired on December 14th, so just a few days after this. Jorge Estrada defeated Dr. Hearsay. Hearsay? Yeah, not sure that is.
Yeah, Hearsay.
Hearsay, yep. And then AJ Styles defeated Kid Crazy. So AJ Styles on Explosion, that's a big name to throw onto an Explosion show. And there was actually, it looks like one other dark match that did not take place on an Explosion. It was Eric Justice and Tank Tobin defeating Tiger Khan and Prophet. And so that happened before the show started as well, but is not on the episode of Explosion that I just mentioned. So yeah, that's all we got before we dive into this show.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Kid Crazy. I think I've seen trying to think if I've seen him wrestle before. I don't know if it's the same as Crazy K, but maybe not. He's more of a North Carolina guy. All right, so it's time for the December 11th, 2002 weekly pay-per-view for TNA. I would say compared to last week, this is, as AEW would say, a stacked show. Loaded.
Yeah, now they use loaded, I think. But...
Yeah, they've changed it up. It only took me like 8 times to retweet them. Like, can we stop with stacked? And they're like, okay. Loaded. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna count down from 5. If you want to watch along, maybe your Impact Plus is working. I don't know. I know for Dallas it's not.
Fucking still.
But maybe for you guys listening, it is. And if not, find it in your personal collection and enjoy the show. So I'm gonna count down from 5, and then we're gonna get this going. Runtime is probably just under 2 hours, but plenty of time to enjoy this. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
All right, so we're getting our little flashback from Piper last week. Well, as we're getting this, though, here, tonight in the crowd, we have 1,000 people, and it's noted that it's mainly papered, which we should just assume at this point, which is much higher than what was reported last week, which was 450, which we also decided was incorrect.
Yeah.
But
was there not a mention on who was in the ring with Piper, who was awkwardly just chewing on tobacco?
No, there wasn't. That's a really great point. I didn't notice any notes on that.
Yeah. Yeah, Russo just telling us we want vulgar language. We want nudity. We want guys beating up women.
Well, yeah, we're going back and forth between Piper and Vince's promos. Not when they were in the ring together, though.
No.
We got like that scary music in the background.
Yeah, this is a Borash video package. He loves doing that.
Yes.
Oh, there's a confrontation. So, oh fuck you, Harris Brothers. Yeah, because Russo came back out after.
Yes.
Cut his promo. So.
Yes, remember, then they just showed, this reminded us that Athena was in the ring, and they essentially beat the crap out of her.
Yeah, they're going to show it, because they hit her with, what, like 2 H-bombs, I know that.
This shit was ridiculous.
Yeah. Bob Armstrong trying to recruit guys. It's kind of funny that they just developed, like, members for Sports Entertainment Extreme, and Bob Armstrong's already like, we have to fucking end this.
Yeah.
Right? It's the Harris Brothers. We can't... We can't afford this.
Yeah, I'd just like to remind everyone that the Harris brothers were essentially fired like a couple weeks ago, and then Bob Armstrong told Goldilocks, like, well, listen, anyone could wrestle here. They just got fired as security, so anyone can wrestle. So really, it's his fault. I mean, they could have been gone.
I totally forgot about Jerry Lynn being H-bombed onto Bill Barron through a table, by the way.
Yeah, poor Bill Barron's.
Totally forgot about that.
Yes, and then they tossed Truth over the railing through a table. They've done that spot almost every show since the first time they did it.
Yep. I'm sure we're going to see it tonight as well.
Oh, I'm sure. This little flashback thing is a little too long for me.
Yeah, because we're going on 2.5 minutes right now of this video package.
And I mean, we're literally, if you didn't order last week, they're showing you what you missed. I mean, this is literally everything.
This is a condensed version of what we saw last week, yeah.
And the stuff they're cut out isn't really nothing. I mean, they ain't missing it.
No.
Because this match was not great. And they're showing Truth limping out with his ribs taped, taking the H-bomb.
The same move that Jeff Jarrett countered twice. Ron Killings has to take it. And then Roos got in the ring. Here's BG James with his chair. Clearly setting up the... Yeah, here he goes. He smashed Killings over the head. And Vince Russo's like, yeah, Rhodey. Road Dog.
Russo's like, okay, love how he jumped on him.
You fucking break. It's a bit of an extreme there. So he's there's Paul Bearer.
What the hell?
Yeah, this is all sorts of weird. I mean, if you start a stable with the Harris brothers and BG James, are you really planning on it being successful? Probably not.
Yeah, you got to get something better than that, right?
Yeah.
Percy
I can't wait for
perfect.
TNA to be like, what the hell? What's Godfather doing here in the asylum? Can't wait for that. There you go. Fans are super excited to be on camera.
I feel like
better than sex. There you go.
Wow. Okay. All I want for Christmas is sex. Yeah. Okay.
I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of sex signs. Maybe they're already baby faces. We don't even know it.
That's a really great point.
Now here comes Jason Cross, which looking at his gear and stuff looks like a knockoff AJ Styles. Like if you looked at him, far, far away, you'd maybe think it's AJ Styles, but it's not.
Yeah, he's like a little thinner.
Yeah, he's like a custom figure. Like I made this AJ Styles. He's not really AJ Styles, but I made him.
Yeah. Or like when you're making like a create a wrestler on a game, you can't get it to look just right, but it's good enough.
Yep, exactly. Now Jason Cross does have an impressive move, which I think I've noted when you've mentioned him on Explosion.
Yes.
I will not tell you what it is. I want you to see it because I doubt you've seen this one. And here's Tony Mamaluke. This guy lost to Funaki the day prior at a SmackDown taping. Mamaluke is your daddy. All right. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either, but each their own.
Oh, TNA just mentioned it. So Jason Cross, he just fucking ruined it. So Jason Cross's impressive move is a shooting star leg drop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so maybe he'll pull that off in his
If
appearance.
TNA mentioned it and he doesn't do it, that's going to be a big letdown.
I mean, yeah, if you mention that commentary, you probably need to see the visual aid to it. Oh, okay. Mamaluke with a hip toss and wrist control on the mat, because that's exactly what we want in an X Division match is mat wrestling.
Actually, that's a nice little lockup he's got on his arm, though.
Oh.
Well, it gets reversed, though.
Yeah.
Cross
doing a one-arm fucking slam over the overhead.
Oh. Drop toe hold into the bottom rope.
Don't you dare.
Oh, that's right. You don't hit the leg drop over the bottom rope.
Yeah, you don't do Jerry Lynn's fucking leg drop, you asshole. And then Cross sends him face first into the turnbuckle and he falls to the outside. Oh, nice. Nice little corkscrew dive there by Jason Cross.
And I bet you we're going to replay for that. So, Bob, get your glass ready.
Oh, no. Yeah, great. Now, I can't wait until they learn how to do picture-in-picture.
Well, they do sometimes. It's weird what they choose to do picture-in-picture, and then other times they don't. Cross does a moonsault off the steps, and Mamaluke doesn't really sell it?
I think he got his knee. It was more like a gut buster.
Oh, was it? Okay. I guess I didn't really notice that. That would explain how Tony Mamaluke reacted to it, that it looked really odd to me.
Yeah.
Going back into the ring. Thank God this week, Bob, we are starting off with a match and not a 20-minute Vince Russo promo.
No, that's for later.
Oh, I can deal with it later. I don't want to start the show with it, though.
Yeah, because, it gives you that vibe of Monday Night Raw, where it'd be a 15-minute fucking, here, I'm Triple H, and tonight, I'm going to beat Shawn Michaels, over and over again.
Oh.
Mamaluke just baseball slid groin first into the ring post, and now Cross has got like a chin lock, but he's in a tree of woe.
Okay, that was cool.
I don't know how that would hurt if you're up. Whatever. You just drop kick Mamaluke right in the face. I like Jason Cross's gear. It's like a mix between Dean Malenko and AJ Styles. He's got Dean Malenko's like ring gear and AJ Styles boots.
I'm honestly, I was kind of getting some Val Venus vibes, just because it might be just the purple, but I do like his gear. I think it is pretty cool.
It was a brain buster, I think, is the way that Mamaluke just sold that. Going for a cover here, but he's going to kick out. Or, got his foot
on the rope. Scott Armstrong was like, God damn it, he got his foot up, so you got to do something. Do your cool move. Stop disappointing us.
How long Scott Armstrong is a referee here? Oh, somersault leg drop misses.
That's a good question, actually. I'm wondering when we're not going to see him. Like, when's he going to leave? I don't know.
Mamaluke just did a chop block to get the momentum going. I know for what it's usually Rudy Charles, Andrew Thomas, Mike Posey. I know was a TNA referee for a while.
Slick Johnson.
Oh fuck yeah, that's true. That's more like isn't that when they get to Impact Zone though?
Yeah, I think it is, but
splashing down onto his leg. Did he make a return recently? Didn't you say
Slick?
that? Yeah. For Impact? I thought you said he did.
I can't remember. I can't remember. There's a guy who looks just like him. I don't think it is him though.
Okay.
It's weird because go ahead.
Well, it's not wrestling related, but I just saw that nice little German suplex there by Mamaluke. Did you ever watch the movie Juno?
It's been a long time, but yes.
Okay, so did you know that the main actress there, Ellen Page, I believe is her name, just came out as being transgender?
I did. I just saw that, and actually, I knew her from something, and I didn't know what it was. So thank you, because you just helped
Yeah.
me out with that.
Oh yeah, I never would have guessed that she was
Yeah.
transgender.
Yeah. Well, good
Or
for
wait,
her.
it-
Well,
wait,
I think
he,
she's trans. She,
right?
but yeah. So
He.
yes,
Okay.
because now, his name is Elliot, I believe.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Oh, Tony Mamalo going for like a kind of a drop kick, but then like, or it looked more like he was baseball sliding his legs. He missed and then cross leg dropped him. Oh, going on a drop kick in the corner, but cross moves. Tony Mamalo flips back.
If it's like a middle rope neck breaker, he jumped off the middle rope for that neck breaker. Looked a little weird, but
What I was just going to mention before is Cross looks like he's potentially setting up for that 450 leg drop. Is that
shooting star leg drop.
Shooting star? It's a flip, okay? We're doing flips here.
Well, considering Mamaluke has rolled, he just crotched him after sending Steve Armstrong into the
No,
or Scott Armstrong, excuse me.
Scott. It's Scott, Bob.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
What I was going to mention before is that I feel like Impact is like, although maybe it's just more of a current day thing. That was nice. That was like a flipping. He essentially did like Christian's like unprettier from the top.
Yeah, but he flipped off the middle rope.
That was cool. I like that.
That was nice. Wow.
I feel like knowing referees nowadays is like not as common. Like in Impact, I don't know any of their names.
Oh, I don't know anybody. Oh, he just hit it.
Shit, that was
He
nuts.
just hit the shooting star leg drop, but he's holding his right knee. Holy fuck.
I can't believe the small amount of space between Tony Mamluke and the turnbuckle.
Look at this. Here's picture in picture. He hit that very well.
That was nice.
Of course, Mamaluke's already up. Get out of here.
Well, see, okay, so here's the thing is that Cross isn't going to pick up a win here, I don't think, now.
Oh, Dragon Screw leg whip on the knee. And he's got the stretch muffler on right in the ring. Oh, cross taps.
He was holding the leg. Okay, focus on the leg. Fine. Yeah. He should have won with that move, though. I mean, come on.
100%. Sure, Tony Mamaluke wins, but I think everybody clapping is for Jason. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, fucking A. BG James and the Harris brothers coming through the crowd to grab a microphone. TNA, the West. Oh, look it. There's a guitar on the announce table. They're telling Mike TNA and Down West to guard this guitar with their lives.
What? Why would you put those guys in charge of guarding a guitar?
Oh, Jeff Jarrett is going to need it. Okay, so I'd like to point out a couple things here. So heel BG James wears a beanie and has a deeper voice, and heel Harris brothers now have do-rags on.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Now they're going after Mamaluke. These guys are bullies.
That's funny. And they're all still wearing TNA
They're
shirts.
fucking the disciples of Apocalypse right now.
Yeah, I mean, essentially. Oh, they just threw Cross back in the ring.
Oh,
So BG James has a TNA shirt on, Ron has a TNA staff shirt on, and Don has the regular TNA shirt on as well. But they hate TNA and they think it sucks.
Yep. Yeah.
I think it's time to make a new shirt, boys.
I don't know what you're trying to say, Dallas. That feels like that's completely normal and logical.
Yeah. Now they maybe I got your attention. It's not the three ponytails on my face.
His fucking voice. Our illustrious leader, yeah.
Dude, look at that stupid. It looks like the top of like a Oompa Loompa's head and like the three little hairs, but it's on BG James's face.
Was he just saying that Russo's not here?
Is that what he said?
He said their fearless leader couldn't be there.
Okay, then yes, it must be.
No.
The army's only going to grow. Goody. Who else are they going to bring in?
This is horrible.
Yeah, I suck. I guess Russo sucks too.
Oh, great. Yeah, bring up your past.
Wait, I'm a heel, but I want to cheat pop by bringing up DX. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're pretty much saying it's Russo's doing. that pushed him to the top of the
when you cut a promo talking about when you were over or when you were actually popular, does it make you look good now?
No.
Because back in 98, we were at the top. And right now in 2002, I'm in a fairgrounds with a heavily papered crowd. So look, where am I now? I'm doing pretty good.
With the Harris brothers.
Yeah. Good of the business. Right.
Oh, okay. We got the TNA theme playing. It's probably Bob Armstrong if I had to take a guess, but yeah, it is. Yeah. Son, I can't believe what I heard come out of your mouth.
Oh boy. You know damn well these guys were in the same car for 6 to 8 hours, right?
With Scott too. Probably Brad's with him.
All of them. Oh, great.
Oh my God. Oh. Bob Armstrong's saying, I used to spank your butt when you were a little kid, so you knew right from wrong. What in the handlebar hell?
What does that mean?
Is it a reference to his weird facial hair?
I hope.
Oh, his dad never did anything for him. Okay.
You know what makes this even worse, Downs, is that he had to actively shave the hair on his chin to avoid those three places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he purposely did that. That's infuriating.
He's not going to show favoritism because he's his thumb. Wait a second. Does Bob Armstrong missing his pinky?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, I never knew that. I didn't know that either. I don't know what happened.
Oh, here comes the Around the Truth Killings with a chain and a chair around his neck. What this man's wearing is a 12-foot chain, steel chain.
You know what? I'm surprised Vince Russo wouldn't make that into an angle. Like, Bob, I got a great idea. Let's cut off your finger.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Truth is going to be strapped to one end of this chain, and BG James is going to be on the other end. And in the middle is going to be a chair in the middle of the chain.
What? Wait, so it's a bull rope match, but it's a chain match with a chair instead of a cowbell.
Nope, it is a dog collar match because I saw a collar.
Wait, so it's around their neck then?
I saw a dog collar. Unless they're going to put that dog collar around their wrist, but...
That's what I would think, yeah.
And there's a chair in the middle.
That is so bizarre.
Hey, listen, bro. I got this idea for a match, okay, bro? We're going to have a chain, and we're gonna tie two guys on it, bro. And then in the middle, oh no, we ain't going to put no cowbell. That's too southern, bro. We are going to put a steel chair, bro, because BG James used that chair to hit Ron Killings and join sex.
The cowbell's too much of tradition. I'm anti-tradition. Let's get a chair. And put
a fucking chair, dude. Come on.
Oh my lord. I hope they brawl into the crowd and they just have the chair just like dragging around them. Stop bumping your gums. Yeah. We do want wrestling.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my god.
Truth is like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
So Ron Killings has the now, right?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
By the reaction.
You know, you taught me, Daddy.
Oh, he wants to do it right now.
He said, why put something off till later when you can do it right now? And he's going after.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, now they're brawling at ringside. No, Ron Killings is getting mugged. The Harris brothers. What's this? Oh, the New Church.
The Disciples, Brian Lee and Slash coming down and attacking the Harris brothers. Now, mind you, the Harris brothers are the number one contenders for the tag team titles. Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird that they would save Ron Killings.
Well, they're the other part. Remember, we have Evil, we have the traditional NWA, and we have the Sports Entertainment Extreme. So, yes, the save part's weird, but maybe they're not necessarily saving. They just want to beat them up.
Yeah. So BG James kind of won that brawl because he just left the ring after he decked him.
Okay. So literally the entire locker room is in the ring, and all the referees. Probably all these guys we see are who wrestled on Explosion.
100%. Yeah.
So you can guess who's who because I have no idea. And the Harris brothers and BG James are all leaving through the crowd, and all these guys are holding the new church and stuff back, which is silly because they already left. So why are they even holding it back?
What is that guy wearing? He had weird looking pants on.
Oh, Bob Armstrong's talking over Mike Tenay and Don Westnall. Get him out of the ring.
Yeah, Tenay's pissed. You can see him side-eyeing him.
Yeah, I know you could. And they're on the house mics here, so.
Yeah.
And the reflection of the microphone on Mike Tenay's shirt definitely looks like a giant penis, which is awesome. The Johnsons are back, brother.
Tokyo, what's going on in Tokyo, Japan?
Something about the NWA title. Is Jarrett defending the title in Japan?
Know. I'll have to look it up. It's going to take me forever to find this, probably. Jeff Jarrett's had a lot of matches, surprisingly. 22 pages worth on fucking Cage Match. In case anybody's wondering. Yeah, so so Jeff Jarrett would be wrestling for 0-1.
Oh, okay. So we have Amazing Red versus AJ Styles tonight, and here's Sonny Siaki, and looks like Jerry Lynn
for the strap. X Division Championship. Now this, you know what? So this is funny. I was thinking about this earlier. You know, we both enjoy Sonny Siaki, and he's, fun to watch. But, he doesn't really fit the X Division profile. No.
Not what they're going for.
No.
And then, of course, look at this. We got their NWA World Title match, Curt Hennig versus Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, can't wait. That's my favorite. The final member. He's not the final member of the Flying Elvises if the group doesn't exist anymore. What happened to his hair?
Who is that?
That's Jorge Estrada.
No, bullshit. He burned the sacred outfit. Sonny Siaki left. Jimmy Yang is too busy in Japan. And now, 2 weeks ago, his heart, Priscilla, left with Brian Lawler, if you remember. And Brian Lawler was smacking his dad's ex-girlfriend's ass. He's saying, is there something wrong with him? He seems lost. It looks like It looks like we're officially killing the Elvis gimmick.
You think so?
Well, Goldie's asking right now, do you think the Flying Elvis is dead? Oh, he didn't say anything. He just left.
Dramatic. He just walked off.
Oh,
that's probably a yes.
I think we're done with the Flying Elvises, which I think I would have kept him as a Flying Elvis, to be honest. But that's my opinion.
There's Lollipop.
Oh, shit.
Hi. Oh, she just waved at me. You see that?
I did.
He was waving at me.
Here's Kid Cash.
Pull up your pants all the way, Kid Cash. God.
They're not too bad. Oh, okay. In the back, they're pretty bad.
In the back, it's bad.
The master of the Hurricane Rana.
Okay.
That's what they call him. I'm just going by what they say, man.
He had that WWE tryout. Spoiler alert, he didn't get the job.
Wait. What?
Okay, so he's still doing it. Why would you tease that it's dead and then just come out in it?
I don't know, dude.
Oh, okay. Today's trying to say he's like a non-committal Elvis.
He didn't do his hair. He's still got the sideburns, and he is wearing the gear still. Do we see him strip the gear off, and then he's just wearing tights underneath or something? I don't know. That's the thought.
Well, it looks like, so if he's going through a midlife crisis with his gimmick here, there's probably no reason for him to win this.
I agree. I'd say Kid Cash needs to go over here, and then in that case, then it will further give him the downfall he's kind of in the direction of, and maybe it's going to be a rejuvenation for Jorge Estrada.
I mean, I'm not interested in Estrada's work. He doesn't really hold my interest ever.
I think that he was better when they were doing tag stuff. I think as singles guy, I feel like he's kind of fallen flat a little bit. I just don't think that he only has a certain move set, and I think he really sticks to that in all of his matches, and they're all Elvis related.
Well, I think for me, it's the Elvis gimmick. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I can understand that. I don't like hate it, but I definitely see what you mean.
I hate it. You look at guys like Jimmy Yang and Sonny Siaki. As soon as they get rid of it, they're like, "Oh, hey, I know how to wrestle." Especially Jimmy Yang. He had a pretty good match with Amazing Red last time we saw him, I think.
Yes, he did. It was very good. So you're thinking if
we're at 24:40. If you're
now, do you think if they strip away his gimmick that it might help him in general as a character and a wrestler?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he's good in the ring.
Well, there's probably a reason that he didn't really do a whole lot after his run here in TNA.
Yeah. He probably got a union job or something.
Yeah, good for him.
I mean, I would. Isn't that what Sonny Siaki did? He worked for UPS or something like that?
As far as I know.
Oh, you see, that's just disgusting. Estrada did a springboard somersault dive and hit the ground pretty hard there. Here you go, picture in picture.
Replay. So Bob would be 3 shots in at least.
I'd be dead. Yeah, I would be puking into my trash can.
Listen, one of these days, I don't know when it's going to happen. We're going to do that. We got to like get a certain amount of like subscribers on our YouTube channel or something like that.
No, see, you know what? I'll do that when we get to the 1 hour impacts. Because you know what? I can't do it on a 2 hour show without commercials.
That's fair. I'll get okay.
That'd be dead. But you know, when we get to impact when it's 45 minutes, and I'm sure they'll still do 20 of them. At least it's only an hour. This Cash did a springboard corkscrew too.
Mm-hmm. Jorge, and then getting only a 2 count.
Another fucking replay. You would think as if, we're not watching the show, the amount of times they do replays.
Yeah. Hey, well, let's take a look at that boys in the truck. Well, this is what happened.
There's the sloppy face buster. Let's get a replay of that. That'd be cool.
Well, this is what happens. You start with 2 X Division matches. It's replay galore, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Don West is talking about all the impressive matches that both these guys have had.
There is one guy in the crowd who is audibly saying boring. I can't disagree with him. This isn't great. What are they doing?
They're not communicating, or like something's up. They're not flowing good, these guys. Which kind of sucks because usually Cash is like really on his game, and I think Jorge might be throwing him off a little.
Yeah, I don't think Estrada knows what he's doing.
Well, he is going through a crisis, so I get it. We all have problems sometimes, and when you get sad, sometimes you don't have your best performance. Sometimes Bob gets on this podcast and he's really sad, and then he's grumpy, and then he says that show sucked, even if it was a good show.
No, anytime I say a show sucks, it sucks. I thought Estrada was going to win on a hip toss turn into a neck breaker deal there.
So did I.
This is funny. For some reason, I feel you can hear the crowd pretty well, and they just don't care.
They're very, very quiet, and you can tell like they're all just having their own conversations.
Yeah.
Oh, Cash with a springboard dropkick. He went from the second to the top rope before he hit it. It was nice. Off the ropes, and a tornado DDT to Jorge Estrada. And it's probably going to be a 2 count, but we can pretend it's going to be 3. Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah, no. Let's finish this match already. Nobody wants to watch this for an extended period of time. They're really hyping up his crisis here.
Yeah, they're slapping each other back and forth here. He's very angry. He looks like a completely different guy with his hair done like this. It's really throwing me off.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, it makes him a little less annoying.
Oh. It was essentially a brainbuster, but he sort of like did it on his knee as he fell down too. I don't know if that was intentional, but it looked pretty vicious. I liked it.
I hope we get a replay of it to see if it was exactly on his knee. Because you know what? Why not?
Look, Kid Cash has got to be pissed. Why is he walking out like this if he's not? He
mean,
knew,
yeah, he has to be.
he looked pretty pissed.
You never put me in that ring again with that fake Elvis. I swear to God. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can kiss at me, Goldilocks.
Hey, that's not Goldilocks. That's a lollipop.
Oh, lollipop. Well, Goldilocks can kiss at me too if she wants, but.
All right.
Sorry, I was reading and listening and talking at the same time, which you can just hear how that works.
Yeah, not very well.
No. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Right.
Hey, speaking of Goldilocks, we're going to the back now. And here we go.
Scott Armstrong. Family business is Bob Armstrong's on the telephone.
Scott's like, Dad, listen, I'm going to talk to Brian, okay?
Go talk to Brian. Scott Armstrong's going to join sex.
No, we didn't hear anything.
Yeah, nothing happened there. No.
Tag team action. Up next.
There's Most Wanted.
Why you just huff at that? I like them.
Because I know who they're wrestling, Dallas.
Oh, I don't know if I looked. I'm going to wait and be surprised.
Chris Harris by my reaction.
Chris Harris is in great shape.
And the loyal listeners of this podcast, if you know who I do not like,
you're
going to be knowing who I'm talking about.
Oh, damn it. Hey, actually, speaking of Quiet Storm, he liked our tweet on Twitter. So, hey, actually, we take back everything Bob has ever said.
Yeah, no, dude, Quiet Storm is so good.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Look at him. There he is. Boom.
Oh, I love that taunt. Yeah,
actually,
he's great.
If you do go to his Twitter, Bob, he is fucking jacked now.
No, I know. I've seen
him.
Dude,
he is huge.
Yeah. Which now he looks good. But right now, in 2002, it's not proportionate. It just doesn't work for me for the style that he tries to do.
I get it. And also, speaking of Twitter, as the bell rings for this tag match we're about to get into, so we had Quiet Storm liking some tweets, which is exciting. I just found him recently on Twitter, so that was fun. And then also, Vince Russo retweeted us. So, Vince, we take it all back.
Yeah,
we love you.
Yep, you're great.
Thank you for following us.
You should be in every segment. Who are we kidding? We don't know nothing.
That was pretty cool because it was about him yelling at Mike Tenay, and he retweeted it, which is probably why he retweeted it.
For sure.
And also, Goldilocks, as always, replies to many tweets, but she replied to one about Bruce becoming Alan Funk now and promoted her music video, which we discussed in length on our bonus episode where we talked with Goldilocks. So if you haven't listened to that bonus episode, take a listen. It was probably one of our favorite episodes of the entire year so far.
Yep. I want to point, as you were talking there, Divine tried doing a cartwheel. Didn't go so well, and he bumped into Harris's hands, and he had to ignore that actually happened. So that was a great start.
I missed it when I was looking down reading.
Yeah, it was a great fucking start.
Well, we know who the star is, and that is Trinity, who is ringside.
Dude, come on. Quiet Storm coming in there and yelling at Chris Storm, come on, bring it on. No, I can't. No.
Well, is Quiet Storm not like every independent wrestler, very small and acting really tough?
That's what I'm so annoyed with. Oh, I thought he was about to powerbomb James Storm there.
So did I.
My shit.
Quiet Storm off the rope, coming back, head scissor.
But you know what? To be fair, Storm shouldn't be doing a head scissors to this guy.
I mean,
Inseguri by Storm there.
You would have thought, Quiet Storm in this when he's fighting James Storm here, he kind of looks like he get tossed Chris Divine out the ring. He kind of looks like, here goes James Storm. Okay, that was weird. Bouncing off the rope, jumping on him to the outside. I was gonna say Quiet Storm reminds me of Dylan Postel or Swoggle. He looked very small compared to.
My God. Hornswoggle might be taller.
Trinity up to the top, and we know what she's doing because that's all they let her do is moonsault onto Chris Harris and Chris Divine. Chris Harris, Chris Divine, James Storm, Quiet Storm. They booked this match for a fucking reason, and I don't like it.
Yeah. That's funny. Trinity is the leader of TNA. There's no doubt about it.
You know, when I think of Trinity, guess what the only thing that comes to mind is? Now it's going to be these moonsaults and stuff, but her wearing caution tape. Have you ever seen those photos?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, you definitely have seen them. It's an old like photo shoot they did with some knockouts, and she wears caution tape. And when I think of Trinity, that is what I think of.
Wow. All right. So you just sexualize her.
Well, I didn't. That's how I knew who she was originally. That's how I was introduced to her. Now I know she does these sweet ass moonsaults.
But it's still gonna be caution tape number one, then moonsaults.
Maybe not as much.
But still number one.
Now, if I'm talking what I like to see more, I guess maybe. But
there you go. Harris hit a vertical suplex on Quiet Storm. Come on. Chris Harris is a monster of a human being. Okay, and then Quiet Storm, he just dropped
dude,
one
come
forearm.
on.
Come on, no.
Harris
doing?
Harris is looking like a jabron right now as he tags in Chris Devine here, who then could barely back suplex him.
Oh my God.
Damn it.
Who that guy in the back that's running things, all right? He better be watching this match and knowing that this ain't working out.
Okay, he just did like a tilt-a-whirl head scissor, but then just dropped and then did a Russian leg sweep instead.
In slow motion.
Yeah, I don't know why that just happened. Okay, Quiet Storm is back in, Bob's favorite wrestler in the Northeast.
Okay. He has the same wrist tape as the color of the middle rope, by the way.
Does he really? I don't even know if I know.
Yellow wrist tape.
Oh, God, yeah, it is.
Horrible. What does that do?
It doesn't even match his gear.
No,
it's like he didn't have any tape. They're like, hey, can I borrow the tape that you guys use to fix the ropes? And yes, I know these ropes are not taped, but...
Oh, there's a devastating ace cutter.
Chris Devine's in, and he's making sure. They're dividing that ring right in half. Do not tag in James Storm. Chris Devine fighting Chris Harris.
This is so stupid.
Chris squared and Storm squared. Chris Devine to the top. Holy shit. Chris Harris pushes him off the top rope to the outside of the ring. And here comes Quiet Storm. It's essentially Lucha Rules, I guess, because now Quiet Storm's wrestling like he's tagged in. He gets speared by Chris Harris.
Dude, Harris almost just slid across the mat to do that because he's so low to the ground.
Oh my God.
He doesn't even have to. What is going on? He did for that foreign that Storm just did. He just ran. Normally you would jump. He doesn't even have to.
Oh, he's calling for something.
No, yeah, I didn't think so. Double leg slam. Great. That's a concussion. Okay, super kick to Divine coming off the top rope. That should be it. 1, 2, damn it.
Nope. Trinity still ringside. I like her red gear. It's a highlight of the match.
I prefer the caution tape.
Well, don't we all? Oh, H-bomb.
Yeah,
oh, no.
No.
Doing that little flippy double T move. And they've done that before.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Divine was late on that one.
You think so? Because the ref decided to then be like, James Storm, get out of the ring.
And he's on the apron.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh. Tilt-a-whirl slam.
Chris Harris. 1, 2. I want to point out, Chris Harris, when we saw him on the first or second episode, scrawny motherfucker. Okay.
He's gotten pretty big.
He is huge by comparison where he was starting off. He is ripped. He's really filled out in 6 months.
Oh, we're calling death sentence. Oh, what?
Oh, Trinity with a low blow to fucking James Storm. Oh no! You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, are you shitting me?
Divine Storm just won.
Biggest win of their careers. Oh, Trinity, hello. What are you doing? Trinity's bad now. So I didn't know this team were bad guys, but here they are.
Yeah, they are bad guys.
Fine, whatever, I guess.
Well, they're signaling for the tag titles. Well, AMW is not the tag champions. You got to fight the Harris brothers.
Last camera shot on Trinity, as it should be.
Yep. And now we go right to Lollipop. Oh, hell yeah. Where's her lollipop, though? Yeah, zoom in on her vagina. Perfect.
That's probably where the lollipop is.
Yeah, probably.
She doesn't have any pockets. She had to tuck it away.
They go from Lollipop's vagina to the other girl's butthole. It's cool.
Don't miss our first show of the new year on January 8th. Have a safe and happy holiday season. And we hope you guys have a safe and happy holiday season, except you have to deal with us for at least one more week.
Well, no, they'll have to deal with us every week.
Well, yeah, we're still going to put out content, but you won't have to. Look at this. Wait.
What?
We're backstage with Goldilocks. Scott Armstrong is talking with BG James, who's smoking a cigarette because he's a bad guy.
Oh, my God. Wow. I want to grow up and be just like Dad. That's what you said, BG. Remember?
Did Scott Armstrong? He used to be a wrestler as well, right?
Correct.
And now, did he choose to be a referee, or did he have any kind of injury or something that allowed him to not wrestle?
It's a good question. I don't recall any injury. Because he was wrestling in 1999 for WCW. That was just 3 years ago.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, it looks like that talk didn't really help things out there for BG James.
Yeah, Scott Armstrong was trying to talk about their childhood, how they always wanted to grow up and be like Dad and stuff. Now we're seeing a package of Styles attacking Amazing Red.
Who has a bone spur, by the way. Look at this. Great. Just do it. But bam. See you
I'm sure
later.
when his foot slammed on the ground right there, it felt real good.
Oh, 100%. And then we were luckily given the replacement of Joel Maximo for the double elimination match. Oh, is this just a video package for Red and all the shit he does? Oh, yeah, there you go.
It looks like it's turning into that, huh?
Yeah. But it's really okay. And then AJ Styles, cool. Styles clash again. All right, we get it.
Okay, super exciting. Now I'm pumped for this match.
Here we go. Probably the real main event of the night.
I mean, as long as Red is actually 100% tonight. If not, we'll see what happens. Styles coming out here in his bright blue tire looking like he's packing his tights, but what do I know?
Who knows? Maybe he took some of the Hot Shots gimmicks.
That's a good chance.
I really don't like Mortimer Plumtree. Not AJ Styles, at least. That's too bad.
Styles being super cocky. He's looking like he could join with the Harris Brothers and BG James with that headband on. And his opponent from Brooklyn, New York, wearing his mechanic gear and a T-shirt. Well, look, he's got to take it off because he's going to run. Okay, you shouldn't have worn it if you're going to take it off.
No.
Well, look, going right after Styles. Lights are off Styles.
He's got to think this stuff through.
I'm trying to read the shirt Red has on. I can't tell what it is. But he keeps jumping on Styles' back, catches a kick, sweeps his legs, shooting, well, Red Star Press, he calls that.
Come on, Red. Do it for the traditional wrestling fan.
Oh.
Are you liking this red on black type of deal or what?
The outfit that Red's wearing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
619. Well, 718, excuse me.
The Brooklyn area code. He just dropkicked Styles, who just freaking flew out of the ring. He's on the ramp. I'm assuming we're going for some kind of dive now.
Oh, nope. Styles was able to just walk away from that. But not he caught him on a crossbody. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Powerbomb onto his knee. Something seen. Oh, shit.
It probably has to be seen to be believed or something like that.
Yes, yeah. Is it an SAT shirt?
Probably.
Well, because if so, that's one of the first pieces of merch we've seen in a while. We know Styles has a shirt, but that's it.
Well, I doubt that's a TNA shirt. It's probably just one of their own shirts that they made.
That's a good point.
I feel like TNA doesn't really have a lot of shirts, like ever.
They eventually get more.
Do they have shirts today?
Yes, they do. No, they don't put them out nearly as much as a lot of places do, but AEW has a new shirt every 2 days.
Right. And then Conrad's podcast, they have a new shirt after every sentence, they say.
Yeah. There was one I was going to buy, and I really regret not getting it because it's gone now.
You were going to buy one of their t-shirts?
Yeah, I was going to buy the What Happens When Syracuse Slapdick shirt because, well, we live in Syracuse, so I thought that'd be kind of fun.
Well, what was... Oh, Discus Clothesline by AJ. What is the context of that statement?
It was something about someone that he worked with, like, went to school in Syracuse or something. I can't remember who, though. And Tony has done a lot of apparently has done a lot of like when he does like the baseball and stuff. He's been to Syracuse a lot, and I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, he's the commentator for the Gwinnett Braves.
Yeah, well, if I knew that, I would have been like hitting him up on Twitter. Tony, you want to go to Denny's?
He would have been like, no, leave me alone.
That's not true. He's a nice guy.
I doubt if you were like, hey, let's hang out. He'd be like, yeah, totally.
Bullshit. Tony would definitely hang out with me.
No. I don't think so.
Mind you, can we just point out, Red's shirt is not a regular shirt. It's like a crop top, like a Stevie.
That's BWO. I was gonna say that that's probably not a good idea if you're trying to sell the shirt because people can't really tell what it is.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, Styles bouncing off of Red's chest, doing a moonsault, lands. Red then goes for a sunset flip. Styles caught him. Oh! Holy.
Oh, no.
Styles calling for the Styles clash now, but Red's grabbing the bottom rope. He just went for that move that Jerry Lynn hit on Red a couple weeks ago, and that was insane.
Yep.
Red off the second rope, going for a tornado DDT, but Styles reverses it into like a Northern Lights suplex.
The crowd loving it.
No, there's some good action in this match.
Which is to be expected. These guys work really well together. I mean, you could do anything to Amazing Red, and he's going to make it look absolutely devastating.
You're damn right.
AJ's looking at Plumtree. How did I not win off that? Got to hit a more devastating move, AJ.
Plumtree's like, damn it, wear one of these sweater vests with me.
Ugh. Plumtree attacking fucking Amazing Red with horrible looking kicks.
Like wicked bad kicks, dude. Those are
it's more like with the top of his knee.
But he's, I don't know. Plumtree's got to go, man.
He's doing the motion of a kick, but then hitting him with the top of his knee.
Yes.
It makes no sense.
Plumtree's got to go. It's just not working anymore. It was good with like the Dix gimmick or the Johnsons, but like that's gone, so he needs to go too.
He should not be with a guy like AJ Styles. There's no reason for this.
What the?
No, that was a fuck up.
Red was supposed to slide and give Plumtree like a head scissor there on the outside, and Plumtree had to pull him out and then still take the head scissor.
Yeah. Didn't look too good. Styles dropping Red on the camera platform that WCW would use sometimes. I don't know what he's doing with the ring steps. Is Plumtree going to be out for the rest of the match, you think, or is he going to get up in time?
I think he's going to get up. I think I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the brass knuckles be in play again.
That's a good call.
Oh no.
Oh. Styles countering a tornado DDT and then dropping Red face first on the ring steps. Yeah, great replay, of course. Why would you go with the worst camera angle?
Why not?
He gets dropped face first over the ring steps. So let's look at it from behind. Great.
they're trying to be cool and show like a different one, I guess. But Styles tossing Red back into the ring. Now he's going in the ring. He's going to go for pin him. But guess what? You did the move like
It's
2 minutes ago, so you're not going to get a 3.
Don't be using logic. Okay, Dallas,
No.
we don't accept that here.
We can't use logic in wrestling. It literally doesn't make any sense.
No, it's a waste of time. Absolute waste of time.
Styles picking up Red, slamming him back down, going off the ropes, and little like running swanton.
Devastating. 1, 2, Red kicks out. Because the
Cocky pin.
I should have won this match. Come on, Rudy.
This match isn't like a number 1 contenders match or anything, right? It's just a match between these guys.
Yeah, no, it's just a number 1 contenders match. Easy Money's the number 1 contender, isn't he?
Yeah, but I feel like they don't care, and I feel like they're just gonna stack it.
That's true. Yeah, they don't really care.
Because remember, remember on pay-per-view number 2, we had a rankings match, which would then rank. Or no, that wasn't 2. I think it was a little bit later. Maybe it was like 3 or 4. Regardless, we were supposed to rank the top 6 contenders, and we saw some of those guys never again.
Yeah, that is true. Styles almost winning after a reverse DDT. That's what I kind of hate about AEW now too. It's like their rankings don't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I don't personally. I like rankings as far as like, oh, here's like the power rankings for the week, like WWE used to do. I don't know if they still do, but like when you're actually using the rankings as to like, here's the contenders, I don't really like it. Oh.
Plus, with the way that things change, I mean, if you have a guy lose 2 matches and then you want him to be the number 1 contender in a month, it's kind of tough to make that happen when you're telling fans that they got to go up in the rankings.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. So Styles has had this like a modified like leg lock, and for a while now he's been wrenching Red in all different ways.
Yeah, it's like a modified Indian Deathlock, and now he's kneeling and then wrenching Red's head backwards. It's probably just your typical yoga stretch, really.
Oh, so,
yeah. Anybody that does yoga probably could handle it.
Crowd is into it, yelling, AJ sucks. They hate him. Boo. Boo, Styles, boo.
AJ getting pissed off. What do I got to do to win? What do I have to do to win this match? Chopping away on Amazing Red. Oh.
Code Red.
Code Red. Is that it one?
Oh. I thought it might have been, but
it was close. Oh, I thought Red was bleeding from the nose for a second there. We're at 52-25. Well, we're probably past the halfway mark at this point.
Not a bad first hour, man.
Yeah. I mean, the Estrada match wasn't great, but...
And the tag match was, like, kind of silly because it's just Quiet Storm, but, I mean, this hasn't been too bad so far. And we didn't hear Russo talk for 20 minutes. We heard BG James and the Harris brothers talk for a little bit, but...
I'm kind of disappointed he doesn't do the get it, got it good anymore. That sucks.
Oh, that's a good point.
Sit down powerbomb by Styles for a 2 count.
I honestly, I think I'd rather hear Russo talk than BG James and the Harris brothers.
I was thinking the same thing, really.
It's kind of bad, but Styles setting up Amazing Red. He's in the corner, well, on the ground. Styles climbing to the top. Oh, gets scratched.
Watches him. If he does the Styles, well, the way his legs are, I guess he wouldn't. No, maybe they're changing that.
Yeah, well, look, here we go.
I spoke too soon. Yeah, okay. See, we've seen this too many times. Like, you can see it's coming.
Oh, but Red is grabbing the bottom of the ropes there. Oh, he got out.
Yeah. Oh, nice kick to the head there by Red. Styles is all a little woozy.
Oh boy, what's this?
This is going to be dangerous.
Looking like a superplex.
Oh no. He's going to do a top rope one?
No way, dude.
No. Red trying to fight off.
Oh,
my God.
what?
Holy fuck.
Dude.
Red just did. Okay. Styles was on the top rope looking to do a Styles clash, we would presume. But Amazing Red's like, fuck you. I'm going to do a top rope, Hurricanrana, and then Styles does a 450, lands right on his face, and then Red gets the clean win.
Dude, holy shit.
Holy hell.
I honestly thought Styles almost was going to land on his feet, and when he kept rotating, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Wow, that was a match, man. That was good.
Yeah, it was good. I was not expecting that. I mean, I guess I was expecting that, but like a pleasantly surprised type of deal.
That was a solid finish. Well, because we were like, oh shit,
Yeah.
he's doing second rope Styles clash again. That's dumb. And then he didn't.
Yeah.
Hey, the
That was
silent
good.
auction for charity. Go to NWA-TNA.com in 2002. It's over now. They've
Well,
extended
you don't
it.
know that. Sometimes I almost send letters into old PWI magazines thinking maybe I'll get something.
That'd be funny.
Do you ever remember those like create a wrestler competition things that were in the magazines?
Oh, I want to say I do.
Like you would pick 10 moves or something, you would send them $3.
Why did you do those?
I did one time. I sent them $3 in the mail, all in quarters.
Oh my God.
I was like 12, and I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I sent, whatever, $3 of quarters to this place. And she's like, wait, what? Quarters? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, I don't know if they're going to take that because they'll feel the envelope. And they're like, what is this? And I was like, well, they were your quarters. So I don't know.
That's pretty funny.
But then 2 or 3 weeks came by and I got it. I got the stuff. So they took it.
What did you get from it?
So you get like a packet, right? And it would have, your guy would have 10 matches or something. And you would have to pick like the best moves to beat. It was like a simulator, I guess.
Okay.
You would just get the results of it.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, and if you got first place, you would win like $500 or something like that.
All right, so the new church are in the ring, and now here come the number one contenders and their challengers, the Harris Brothers, through the crowd. No entrance music, which is fine because they always got like the star entrance that they didn't deserve.
Yeah. They're all just big booting each other. Okay.
Wait, AJ Styles is on commentary because they were just saying, "Hey, you just got pinned by Amazing Red."
Was he just saying that Red cheated?
Yes.
Oh, Plumtree's with him too.
Saying it's a scandal and outrage. Just all these guys are brawling in the ring, literally just fisting. Oh, well, hold on. Just punching each other, not fisting.
Fisting each other. This guy.
I didn't mean it.
Yeah, you did. You know what you said.
Well, I do mark our podcast as explicit, so we can say
So
whatever.
we're in the clear then. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, we're fine. I make sure it's clicked not made for kids.
Good. Gonna get that ad revenue in there from sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Just like tonight, we have sex. We are sponsored by Sports Entertainment Extreme.
That's right.
Do you want sex? Well, so do we. Hey, we're fighting in the crowd.
And you want to know what helps us with sex? Blue Chew. So just go to Blue Chew and type in Cross the Line TNA for a coupon. And if it doesn't work, you're a sucker.
Because, yeah, joke's on you. We don't have any sponsors.
No, not even a little bit. And if you want to sponsor this podcast, don't.
We don't know what you'd be sponsoring. We're just watching
No idea.
wrestling.
Oh, now they're brawling in the crowd because,
Harris
three
brothers.
three out of the 4 people in the match don't really do well with wrestling.
Oh, fuck.
So,
Holy shit.
and in case you're wondering who is the one guy that is a decent wrestler, it would be Slash.
Oh, I was hoping that's what you're saying.
Yeah, not Brian Lee. How is this not a double count out? What is the referee doing?
It's lax rules, bro.
Andrew Thomas, horrible referee. Well, set out Spinebuster by Ron.
No, that's Don.
Damn it. Jacob Blue. Here's Eli Blue.
Yeah,
Going
Ron
after
or
JC Ice.
yeah, Don wears the t-shirt. Usually, is this his first time wearing the gear again, though? I don't think he's been wearing his normal gear like this.
I don't know.
I might be wrong. Styles and Plumtree look like they're leaving. They're pissed. Hopefully Don and Mike are still watching that fucking guitar.
Oh, yeah, they were told to watch out for their life. So that's kind of that's kind of telling us that Jarrett would use it on Hennig, which would contradict him being a good guy. Which probably would make sense because next week he has to make a decision, right? Russo gave him 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think he did give him 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, so I would anticipate Jarrett using a guitar and then TNA being like, "What's going on? What side is he on?" And then we'll find out.
Slash ducking a clothesline from Ron as he's got Don locked, essentially give him the eye of the hurricane.
Brian Lee with some horrible clotheslines. Ron.
I'm happy we're getting this tag team title match out of the way because, honestly, this is what I expected from it, and it's just a lot of punching. A lot of strikes. Nothing really exciting.
What else would you expect? You're going to sit there and try to expect good
Wait
wrestling?
a second. BG James in the ring with a chair. The referee's distracted in the other corner. Nails Slash in the head. Oh, God damn it. No way. No way.
No.
Ref is like, okay, I'm done. BG James hiding under the ring. Oh, God.
The Harris brothers just won the tag team titles.
Are you serious?
That's depressing.
Are you serious? Belladonna's in the ring like, fuck, I gotta go make pizza again. Oh, wait a second. Percy
What's Paul
Pringle.
Bear doing?
Oh, wait. He's saying he saw with his own eyes. He saw BG James hit him with a chair.
Wait a minute. I thought he was supposed to be part of the group.
He's looking... They're saying he went under the ring. The ref's like, I didn't see it, though.
His decision is final. But he saw it with his own eyes.
Oh, but Scott Armstrong's out here. He just got his brother out from under the ring. And now he's booking it through the crowd.
Oh, no. So now the referee's going to be like, oh, wait, he was under there.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
They reversed the decision. They took Percy Pringle's word for it because Scott just saw BG James.
It's a Christmas miracle. But you know what? Andrew Thomas can't sit there and say that my decision's final, and then 3 seconds later, when they see BG James, they're like, oh, wait a minute. I changed my mind. Father James Mitchell trying to talk some reasoning into his people here.
Okay, this is weird. Ron and Don Harris. Listen. You don't like us.
Like you.
We don't like you. Oh, okay. What's this? You're saying basically Pringle has no spot in your business or our business.
Father James Mitchell, he just helped you retain the titles. Are they going to kill him or something? I know what they're going to do. They're going to go get a cement truck.
I was just going to say, they're going to put him in concrete. The Harris brothers are about to go after Percy Pringle.
What's this? The Undertaker? Oh, wait.
Stormin Harris,
With
who
chairs.
I definitely did not know that was him, but here we are wearing beanies. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
They hit the Harris brothers, and now they are hitting the New Church with those chairs. Scott
Do I
Armstrong.
smell a triple threat?
They were teasing a triple threat a couple weeks ago as well, but that never happened.
I'm smelling a triple threat match. Triple threat tag titles, do it.
Dude, Percy Pringle's going to manage America's Most Wanted.
Yeah, it fits perfectly with the character. Why not?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a great match.
I feel like this dancer is getting tired. She ain't really moving around too much. Meanwhile, Lollipop's like, I'm just getting started, baby. Let me just move my hips for you. I'll even raise my hair up.
I'll raise my hair up.
Yeah, move those hips. Oh, my God.
You want to golf with Curt Hennig?
Does Lollipop have an OnlyFans? I'd subscribe to that.
I don't know if she exists on social media right now.
Are you kidding me? You don't think she exists on social media?
I guess I haven't really tried looking either.
Ugh,
Hold on.
last time I did that was for Tyleen Buck, and I found out information I didn't need to know about.
Well, that's your fault. Hey, we're getting a package for Jerry Lynn and Sonny Siaki.
Sonny Siaki. All right, Lolly.
Her name is Jamie Lynn. Retired wrestler and ballet.
I'm just Googling Lollipop OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
All right, this isn't working out here because this. Nope, I'm not saying that out loud. All right, what was your name? First name? Or real name?
Jamie Lynn. I just typed in Lollipop TNA and then try to find her name. Hey, earlier today, Mike Tenay says that he has sat down with the man who's challenging for the X Division title from Sonny Siaki.
What? That's funny. Yeah, I'm never going to find it. Nor would I ever actually pay for OnlyFans because what is the point of that?
Hey, depends what kind of content you're getting. Okay, so he's asking about the blatant disrespect. Sonny Siaki.
Is Sonny going to join fucking sports entertainment or what?
It's sort of sounding like that, man.
It really does. Out with the old, in with the new. I mean, I guess he would fit well with Russo.
Why not?
Can't really complain about that.
He's waited a long time for this moment. Now, remember, a couple weeks ago, he basically was like, I'm going to quit if you guys don't do anything.
Right. He's going to win the belt tonight. The end. Oh, we're going right into it.
Okay.
Who? Ha. Who?
Choo.
Ha. Who? Ha. Who? Ha. Who? Who? Such great music. Same over and over again. Have you used Sonny Siaki's music for an ending of the podcast yet or no?
Oh, I absolutely have.
Okay.
I've pretty much gone through the ones I can find, so they're starting to be recycled, but
I think that you should use Sports Entertainment Extreme every episode.
Well, we don't know their song yet.
Well, I'm just saying, whenever that happens.
In every episode? Okay, yeah.
I have a bunch of TNA themes on my computer here. Well, what is his theme song?
Damn it.
Are they doing the fucking... Yeah, they are. Give me a break.
They didn't do this for the tag titles. I mean, I guess that one started quick, but... Look at them zooming. Look how close they're getting. They were just zooming in so far on the X title, you could only see the red X.
Good.
Rudy Charles is our referee here. And he would have helped with the turkey trot eventually.
Oh my god.
Does Sonny Siaki have a chance right here?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like you can't have him. All right, here's the thing. I wouldn't have him in the X division. Number one, I don't think he fits.
Yeah.
Like his look, his style. I mean, he's not. They would need a different secondary title, like TV title or something. But they're technically not a TV company, so that wouldn't make any sense. Would I put Sonny over?
I guess this also depends. How bad is Jerry Lynn's injury? Is he actually healed within a week like that? Do they need to take the belt off him so he can heal up?
Right.
Like, did he just tear it more by raising his arm up at his entrance right there?
Well, that happened to Sami Zayn, so that could have happened.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think that if you put it on Sonny Siaki, he cannot lose it within 2 weeks.
No, and that's the thing that they keep doing shit like that where...
Right. He would have to have a substantial long title reign, I feel, to really kind of cement him in there. What is with Jerry's hair tonight? It's like half and half.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a half moon cookie. Some of it's vanilla, some of it's chocolate.
Good thing for him. I love half moon cookies.
That's true. I do too. And I love me some Jerry Lynn. So I can't complain.
So Jerry Lynn, in turn, is a half moon cookie.
That's right. Oh, take over wrist control here with Jerry.
Oh, leg lock.
Head scissors.
It was not a head scissors. It was like a leg lock.
It's a head scissors on the mat.
Whatever. It's the same shit, dude. You can call half these moves the same thing.
Well, here's a choke slam, and then here's another choke slam.
No, because he's not slamming him. He was locking him with his legs.
Here's another choke slam, and then another choke slam.
Shut up.
There's a Hurricanrana. Head scissors, counter. Head scissors again. It's really a crucifix, but that's okay for a 2 count. Arm drag. He's Ricky Steamboat. Drop kick like he's Hardcore Holly.
What?
Drop toe hold like he's Steven Regal. Victory roll like he's somebody.
Steven Dunn.
Steven Dunn.
All right, so we're back to our traditional X Division style here of, and we're going to start really slow, and hopefully we pick it up.
Yep. Thanks, Don. This is an X Division title match because this is the X Division. That's just what it is. What a great statement there.
Don, always holding down the fort for us.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get educated on TNA wrestling, just listen to Don West. He knows exactly what he's talking about. Oh, I forgot that we have Ron Killings and BG James still.
Oh, I forgot about that as well.
Dog collar steel chair match.
Yeah, according to Cage Match, it's called a chairs and chains match.
That's not how it's described.
No.
What? Some people can't see the forest with the trees. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Springboard dropkick by Lynn to knock Siaki off of the apron. Oh, he's trying to sell that pectoral injury, it looks like.
Or is it a sell? Maybe it actually fucking hurts.
It probably does.
Crowd's chanting for Jerry Lynn here. They are hyped up. They want him to retain the X Division title so he can fight AJ Styles for the 5th time.
They're just chanting for Jerry because Jerry Springer is still popular on television.
And it's just fun to chant Jerry.
Yeah. My grandpa's name was Jerry. So sometimes I would just chant out Jerry.
There you go. Lynn bouncing Siaki off the announce table that will never break, and now he's sitting in a chair and just kind of raking his face or something like that. Biting him?
I think the announcer's table needs to break at least once.
I don't think it's gone.
I think it's going to. I believe. I have faith. Because that's just ridiculous for a company to be around for almost 20 years and to never have their announcer table break.
I really don't think it has.
What's the point of that?
Oh, Siaki going back in the ring, but with his leg sweep down the apron by Lynn. Oh, shit, what's this?
Oh, slingshot leg drop onto the apron. Not over the rope. We're changing it up on the apron.
It looked like Lynn sat on Siaki's face when he did that.
Yeah, it definitely did. 2 count, though, in the ring. Can't quite get the 3. The referee's screwing over Jerry Lynn here tonight. That's what I'm gathering. Come on, Jerry. We got this. You can do it. Oh, Goldilocks just replied to your post about how she didn't eat bullshit. And she said, you guys keep finding gems.
Oh, thank you, Goldilocks. We try our best.
Yeah.
That's what we get for finding these deep dives here into NWA TNA. We get to find fun stuff like that.
Yeah. Siaki keeping control of the match here. Stomping away. This is thrilling stuff. I kind of wish we had the dives and corkscrews and.
See, I hate to say this. Unfortunately, the last time these guys met, this is a similar kind of match. We were kind of like bummed out because we really like both of these guys. They come together and it's almost just like they don't mesh well.
Yeah. I think Jerry works with people smaller than him, which is bizarre to say because Jerry Lynn isn't necessarily the biggest guy.
Yeah.
You know, but even in ECW, he worked with like scrawnier guys or guys that had more length to them. You know, you look back at his matches with Rob Van Dam. Van Dam's much more lengthier, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You had good matches like Super Crazy and stuff.
Low blow to Siaki, the kick behind as the ref gets shoved, which is a very common spot. I'm noticing we see that all the time.
Yeah, just repeat spots. It's good stuff. That's a pet peeve of mine, too. Like, if somebody does a big spot or, you know, a transition spot in the first match, we really shouldn't see the identical spot the next match.
Yes.
But it happens all the time. People don't talk things out. Like there was there was a 2CW show where oh come on, break the table.
You know, he just slams his head essentially onto the belt, but Don West actually moved the guitar. He is protecting it with his leg.
There you go, smart man.
Look, he's holding it.
Yeah, good. He's a champion. He won the belt. Or he's going to be the guy that hits somebody with a guitar. But the 2CW show that I was talking about, I think it was actually done on purpose. Every match ended with an inside cradle.
Well, that had to have been on purpose.
Yeah. I think Josh was just ribbing people. But at least all the big matches ended with a freaking inside cradle or some kind of roll up.
Yeah, that's got to be a rib.
Yeah, it was pretty comical.
I don't know if that's not as bad as fucking the one show we went to where there was a double or a triple count out in a 3-way match.
Right. And then the referee was like, I don't make the rules, man. Because he knew.
He knew how bullshit that was.
Yep, he knew. But the promoter's like, it's my company. I'll do whatever I want.
Okay, it's not a rule in wrestling, but fine. Siaki was going for potentially a pile driver or a power bomb, but Lynn tossed him over. They're on the outside of the ring here. Lynn just broke the count by rolling in. Going out, Siaki breaks his eyes.
Do you think my heart will explode if I finish this 20 fluid ounce of Red Bull?
Okay, how big is it? Can I see?
20 fluid ounces.
I know, I need a visual. Oh, that's not bad. No, you could do that.
All right, cool.
Well, how many have you drank today?
Oh, this is my only one.
Oh, then you'll be good. Oh, Siaki tosses Lynn with his legs against the guardrail.
Yeah. Anytime I have a Red Bull, I keep to one a day. I don't even have it every day.
Yeah. You'll be good.
There was a period of time where I would do like 2 or 3 a day, and then I realized that it's having no effect on me because I'm having 3 a day.
Because you're having too much, yeah.
Yeah. Come on. This is boring as fuck. This match is not good.
See, I
Reverse
don't know.
DDT.
I don't know if I'd go as far as saying it's boring as fuck, but there's definitely nothing super exciting here.
You're just saying boring as fuck. Just instead of saying that, you're saying that nothing super exciting is happening.
Well, I feel like that's extreme.
There's no, would you say, sports entertainment?
Sports and fame extreme.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Well, yeah, because there's a couple good moves. Like Lynn's leg drop on the apron was nice and stuff like that. But yeah, these guys are.
They're working it like a regular match instead of an X Division match.
Yes, and I think that's the problem here. And I hate to say it, I got to put the blame, honestly, I feel like on Sonny Siaki.
Well, sit out powerbomb by Lynn for a 2 count.
And I only say that because this isn't his style, an X Division match. Lynn.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going to put this on the guy in the back who's in charge.
Well, yeah, there we go. The guy in the back who's in charge.
Why are you booking guys in styles of matches that doesn't work with their move sets? Tornado DDT out of the corner by Jerry Lynn. I feel like we've seen a lot of attempts of a tornado DDT tonight.
Yes, we have.
Like a lot. I mean, I guess whenever you have Lynn and Amazing Red on the same show, it's bound to happen because they both love that move. Oh, over the shoulder cutter by Siaki. 1, 2. No, Lynn kicks out. Fans are heavily behind Jerry Lynn as we are at 1 hour, 20 minutes and 25 seconds. So we're probably about a half hour away from the conclusion of the show. Just over a half hour. Typically it goes about 1:55.
Oh, ref bump. Lynn rolls up Siaki. Referee's down though.
Right.
Lynn gets tossed into the turnbuckle. Here goes Siaki going for Siakalypse, potentially.
What was that, a hand taunt?
That's what he does. I don't know.
Lynn countering. Oh, he's going to go for the cradle. Can he get it? I think he can. He sure did. Spiked him. Here you go. He's got the cover. The referee.
Oh, the referee kind of rolled over and Siaki still, of course, started kicked out.
Wait, what was that? The referee started crawling and then he stopped.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Someone's going to come out or something, I have a feeling.
I feel like the referee fucked up his cue. Because I think you're right. I think someone's going to come out and he thought that... Oh, here we go.
Who is that?
Who is that? Who is that?
I have no idea. She's winking at Sonny Siaki, though.
Yeah.
Siakalypse off the top rope.
Well, that should be it. I don't know. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, dude. What a horrible job by Rudy Charles there. Because he crawled the same way that he was crawling originally, and he thought that the fucking girl came out. That's what that was.
Well, he also crawled and was counting as he crawled across the ring.
Yeah, horrible.
Oh, wait, well, Sonny Siaki is your X Division champion.
Oh, my God. That was okay. So disappointing match again. Horrible finish, but that has to go on the referee.
Got to go on the referee there. I didn't mind the mystery girl coming out and knocking him down and stuff. It was definitely the referee's situation.
Yeah, I mean, right. That's not. I don't mind that that girl came out. I know who that girl is. Do you want to know her name?
Yeah. Why not?
She is known as Desire.
Oh, okay.
So, I think she's with TNA for a surprisingly long time.
So now you say that name and it sounds familiar, but we will find out more about her, I am hoping, next week.
Yeah. All right, so Sonny Siaki is the X Division champion. If he is not champion for 3 or 4 months, then I don't know what they're doing. I know what I'm doing, and I'm watching these girls dance. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming this girl must have had a cup of coffee because she's got her energy back.
Here comes Truth. Here's music, at least.
Oh, great. Yeah, the dog collar chair match.
Oh, there it is. The Chairs and
right.
Chains match.
Yeah, that's how he is promoting it. The truth. He is suddenly became a babyface. He's slapping hands. Before he was calling them white trash like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
But now he's like, yeah, you're my people. All right, sliding into the ring, getting ready for some violence. I love it. Live for it. Nice little breakdance in there, by truth.
This should be interesting.
All right, so realistically, BG James probably should win this. You just formed a heel stable with him. Why would he lose?
I got to agree with that. Okay, this is BG James, they're saying. Where's he coming out through the crowd, probably?
Right. Probably come throughout the crowd.
Look, the ref doesn't know what to do.
The traitor.
No music coming through the crowd. Is that what sport entertainment's all about? Coming through the crowd because you're a rebel and you have no music?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just flipped off an innocent child. Oh, he's not doing this.
He's not doing this. Instead, he wants to go out to eat after the show. Oh, wait. It is around the wrist. Those are definitely dog collars, though. I'd just like to point that out. That's a dog collar. But they're doing them around the wrists.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Athena better than sex. Oh, yeah. We saw that sign earlier.
BG James is like, I'm not doing it. Oh, shit. Truth launching himself off the chair that was in the middle of the ring. When they were separating the chain, the referee set that chair up right there. Actually, pretty good use of that, though. I thought that was fun. And now the referee is being able to lock BG James in because he's like groggy.
Wait, so is the chair attached to the chain?
It is in the middle, yes. Yeah, so it's through the middle. See?
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't look dangerous at all.
No, that's why I was concerned because it's not closed.
Well, he had to undo it to get the chain straight, but now it's like, that's pretty sketchy.
Yeah. You're just asking for someone to get fucked up with that.
Get impaled by the leg of the chair.
But like I was saying, they have to drag it around.
Yeah.
No, see, this is just poorly thought out.
Well, it's also just random. Like, why are we doing a chain match? Well, specifically one where you're attached. I feel like that's like, I mean, I guess it's so he can't get away, but like, there's not really a real reason for this right now.
No, I mean, the attacks have not included a chain. I know it has a chair, but not a chain.
Well, then have a fucking chair match, which I think are stupid, by the way, but like, then do that.
Yeah.
Oh, drop kick the chair into BGM's face off the top.
Going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, BG kicks out.
Today was just proven wrong, saying that the chain is taking away the high-risk moves, which both of these guys are super known for their high-risk moves, as we all know.
Well, yeah. BG James one time hit a middle rope pile driver. You saw that.
That is true. It's probably the only time we'll ever see him do that.
That was 7 years ago, but it did happen. What's he doing? Is he going for a scissors kick? Let's see. And
first off, it's an axe kick. Secondly,
it's a scissors kick.
Nope, that was an axe kick.
No, it's not.
They're different.
Booker T does a scissors kick.
Yes, Ron Killings does a axe kick.
The same.
You want to play that game, buddy? Let's play the game.
It's a fucking same move.
Yeah, I know. They call it an axe kick, so that's what it is.
Goddamn scissors kick.
They put the chair on top of BG James. It's probably going to get pulled off in a minute, but here it is.
I would imagine if he's going to climb to the top rope.
He's about to look. He looks like he's going to do oh fuck! He's going to do a moonsault.
Moonsault double stomp. No. Oh.
Right. Okay.
That
was well done. BG James moved, and then the chair was then placed exactly where Truth was about to land, which I like that.
Yeah, so he lands right on the chair, chest first. And now BG's like, oh, I got the chair.
Haha, if I was Truth, I'd be pulling them things on his face.
Well, yeah. I would be too. Probably get a submission off of that, just twisting it really hard. No, you can't wedge. Oh, he's trying to figure out how to do it. He's got it. PG has wedged the chair in the corner.
Well, yeah, because he's still tied in it. Oh, wait, he detached himself.
Yeah, he's definitely not tied to it.
The ref is trying to say something. He's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's all tangled, so he just took it off.
Right. Or is he attached to it again?
Now he is again.
Oh, so it's not like tightly on there. They can easily get their hand out.
Yeah, which is silly, but whatever. Oh my God.
Well, I feel like he was supposed to go into the chair, but the chair slid off because it's attached to the chain.
Well, because wait, they're both not attached now.
This is a heavily flawed match. The stipulation does not work.
No. And also, so the way that BG James tied or put the chair in there is because the chain was wrapped around it once, when in reality, if it had a straight line through, then that would have worked.
All right.
BG with a low blow, setting up for the pump handle. He doesn't hump him anymore because that's a face thing. And now Truth going for that front-facing suplex.
Oh, onto the chair. 1, 2.
That's a 3.
Wow. That's surprising that you would. What? Wow.
I'm pretty surprised as well, actually.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of that? You just made him part of Sports Entertainment Extreme, apparently like the top guy in that group, and he just does a job to Ron Killings.
Now, besides all the silly flaws in that, I actually didn't hate that as much as I thought I was going to. Like, it wasn't too bad.
No, I mean, that was bad.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
It's bad. I mean, it's a flawed stipulation.
I don't know. I thought I was gonna hate that a lot more than I did. I certainly didn't like it.
What is Ron doing? Who's that? Oh, Bob Armstrong. No, don't do it to my son, Ron. Yeah, sure, he hit you in the head with a chair, but like, get over it.
Look, Bob Armstrong's like, here, you won. Okay, you won.
Bob's gonna punch him.
No way. And he's gonna do sex.
Yeah, I love sex. I use Viagra.
Oh no. He's gonna hit Bob.
No, he's not. Oh no, he did. That was a weak chair shot as fuck if I've ever seen one. Oh no, see, BG James was like, what the fuck? I just hit my dad.
He's like, my dad couldn't even protect himself because he doesn't have his pinky.
He looks conflicted. What am I doing? I'm not really a heel.
And here comes Scott, of course. And then every referee.
Papa. You know what? Scott's going to get the microphone. Brian, I challenge you to a match next week. Let's do it. First blood. Oh, they're really focusing on BG's reaction of like, what is he doing? Oh, he's taking his glasses off. They're slowly
taking his glasses off. They think he died, I think.
He's dead.
Checking for a pulse.
Disturbing. Yeah, I think it's done. The crowd is silent as a elderly Bob Armstrong just got destroyed with a chair. Kind of an awkward transition to promote the rest of the show and next week's.
They're like, hey, so week from tonight. Oh, a big night.
So yeah, Bob Armstrong got hit with a chair. That's fine. But Kid Cash next week in a tables match or something, whatever.
Oh, we're gonna find out why Percy Pringle's here. Mike Tenay's gonna find out next week for us.
Wow. Okay. Well, you probably should have found out this week.
You see all the craziness out here tonight. 3-team tag dance, grudge match with the Harris brothers.
Oh shit! They are gonna do one.
America's Most Wanted. Cowboy James Storm and Wild Crest and the Disciples of the New Church.
Oh.
Sonny Siaki defending the title against Easy Money.
Okay, well, he's the number one contender.
In the world. What in the world is going on with BG James and the Truth? And Bullet Bob Armstrong. A 10-man X Division gauntlet match.
Okay, so these guys love tournaments, and they also love number one contender matches.
Yeah.
Holy
10-man
mother
X
God.
Division, man. I'm ready, though. I'm ready.
10?
Yeah.
Man, that match is going to go 40 minutes. Can't wait.
Okay, it's X Division. If it's good, it's good.
Yeah, you got a point on that. That's true. It'd be different if it was like, something like the heavyweight division.
Exactly. So we're taking a look here at Curt Hennig's Jeff Jarrett's little situation with some weird yellow light. It looks like my screen's messed up, but I'm guaranteed that's actually what it looks like.
Yeah, probably.
It's like you forgot to, like, when you used to have to plug in like the red, yellow, and white cables, and like the yellow one, you didn't put it in all the way, and it's kind of out a little bit, and the color's fucked up. That's what that just looked like.
Yep, 100%.
Okay, so do you think that Curt Hennig has a absolute chance in hell to beat Jeff Jarrett for the title tonight?
No. Absolutely not.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, I wouldn't. Why would you? I'm going to bet on myself. Yeah, great. Well, you already lost like 3 times, Curt. Well, I don't know if it's 3 times, but he's lost to him at least twice.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
And one of them was like, what, 13 seconds? It was quick as fuck. Oh, Tenay talked to Jeff. He was probably like, Jeff, we need to know. Are you joining sex? Your lifelong quest. Remember when these guys didn't get along?
Well, yeah, and that's all he did was point and yell at him and stuff.
Yeah. Tenay, I'm going to kill you. You can go to hell, Jeff Jarrett.
Screw you.
Yeah, now he's just like, hey, Jeff, how does it feel to be champion? I'm proud of you.
Or basketball games and stuff.
God, I cannot stand this. I can't stand babyface Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, it ain't good. It is not good, man.
No, because he's wearing a sweater, number one.
Oh, he's cold. It's December, dude.
Not a fan of that. He's just talking about all the guys that have been champions. Lifelong dream.
And he's still living that dream. Look at the blue light to match his shirt in the background. What the fuck?
Did you say it matches the background?
His shirt, the light in the background matches his shirt.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, what are you feeling about Sean Waltman refusal to appear? Oh, okay. We're asking hard questions now. Oh, he says it's really ridiculous. We're shooting.
Wait a minute. They're not putting this into context. They should have been like, Jeff, how do you feel about Six and not wanting to come to TV? Because he wanted to put you over. And you didn't want to do it. You want to put Ron over. Or you wanted to beat Ron. So
and he's like, he's like, Mike, I know you don't like Russo. But here. He's saying, well, he knows well that Russo's not writing his checks, so he's literally just shooting on Sean Waltman for legitimately not wanting to be here. He missed 2 shots here, and that shows him where his heart's at. Wow. Okay. Whoa.
Wow. What in the world?
His comments about Owen Hart now.
That's a sensitive subject. Yeah. That's smart.
Oh, there we go. He said he's not going to discuss Owen Hart on a wrestling program because he was a dear friend of his.
Well, I mean, if you've ever watched Over the Edge in 1999,
he basically just made a reference of like no one should be saying his name, like Russo, or I think he said Piper as well.
Yeah,
so.
he did.
This is a very interesting interview here, and I know we're kind of in that we got to shoot on people kind of phase, but this was one of the most like, this is like real shit because we're reading all this stuff about all this heat and everything, and like Jeff Jarrett's literally like shooting on people here. Roddy has his own agenda at times, he says. Very passionate feelings.
Right. So I remember being really uncomfortable watching Over the Edge 1999 when Jeff Jarrett had to cut a promo right after his friend died.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot.
That's horrible.
Saying his reaction to Vince Russo, show how you feel about him. Tanay says he knows different. That him and Vince Russo were very tight for several years in WCW. Also, I think, I don't know if I said it because we were listening and all kind of talking at the same time here, but Jeff Jarrett also made a reference of it's no one's fault about Owen dying, I believe he mentioned as well.
Yeah, well, political bullshit. Well, he didn't really make scathing remarks. He just described exactly how your career has gone, Jeff.
And he wasn't really wrong.
No. He wasn't.
He's going to answer Russo to his face man-to-man when the time is right.
When is the time right?
Probably next week, if I had to take a guess.
What a great picture for Curt Hennig.
I hate that. It's like when your mom takes a selfie for her Facebook, her first Facebook picture.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
like, she doesn't know how the camera works.
Yeah. Accidentally takes it. That'll work.
I don't get it.
We didn't read the things there, but it said experience rules, familiarity breeds champions, and the Russo factor.
Russo ain't here.
Oh, he's still a factor because that guitar. Oh yeah, big fight feel, baby. Here comes Curt Hennig in his sweatshirt, water bottle, and towel.
He's got an interest, like new music too.
No, this hasn't been his music.
It has?
Yes. It's kind of weird. I think they cut out the beginning part.
Probably. Kurt was having a tough time there with the hoodie part.
So you put it back on.
Yeah, he was like, fuck it, I'll keep it on.
Oh, nice catch.
Nice catch, Borash.
Hell yeah. So that was one of the best things Curt Hennig has done in TNA. He threw his towel behind his back and JB caught it perfectly.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Now, if JB would have dropped it, Curt Hennig would have gotten the guitar and smashed him over the head with it.
I guarantee he would have.
You don't kill the gimmick, you son of a bitch.
Here comes Jeff Jarrett with the champ entrance, baby. With one of my favorite TNA theme songs.
Yeah, he has this theme like his entire time, right?
Oh, yeah. It never changes. Oh, man, that's like...
I love how this guy is the only one that gets the superstar fucking entrance.
Well, when you're writing the checks, I guess.
Well,
I guess he might not be anymore, but...
Right, Panda.
Panda, baby. Yep, there we go. 0-1 promotion this Sunday night.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think that is cool that if he is defending the title in different countries under different promotions, because that really helps solidify the fact that it is a world title. The
match they're referencing isn't for the NWA world title.
Okay, well, then that's not very fun.
It's a tag match. And I'm sure I will mention it next week.
So stay tuned. Yeah.
Call that a tease.
Main event time. We are an hour and 42 minutes and 45 seconds. So, yeah, probably roughly a little more than 10 minutes if I had to take a guess.
Well, for the match, probably. There's got to be something else going on, too, again. I'm sure BG James will come out. Ron Killings again.
Yeah, I agree with that. And
No, they're listing all of Curt Hennig's title accomplishments. Made Minnesota famous. I'm surprised they didn't say the man that took Brock Lesnar down, because he loves to mention that every time.
Yeah, the man who took Brock Lesnar down at 35,000 feet.
That's right. Can Curt Hennig do it tonight? Probably not, but you never know.
Well, these guys have already fought too, so like that alone takes away from this match for me.
Well, okay, so here's my question, okay? Because technically both these guys are baby faces. Who does Jeff Jarrett have to fight that's a heel? BG James just lost to fucking Ron Killings.
No one. He has no one.
Nobody.
He beat the Harris brothers last week. You can't even pretend you could have to fight them.
Oh, he just pie faced them. Yeah, I mean, there's no challengers. I don't get it. We'll have to figure this out quick. Because you can't go, weeks or months without a viable contender to your world title. Maybe Godfather is the answer. I don't know.
I know we're going to discuss it, but I really am hoping these couple weeks off, I think we're going to come back again refreshed, and I think it's going to be really interesting when we come back in the new year and see what's going to be different.
Yeah.
Locking up here, baby. Big time heavyweight bout. Here we go. Pushing Jarrett into the corner. Okay, referee's got to break this up. They only got till 5.
One goal in mind. Walk out the champ. Thanks, Don. Adam just had great lines of information for us consistently.
He says some shilly shit, but I still love him.
No, I do too. Because
I do. The X Division one was awesome. The one earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna tell us something. He said. Oh, the Curt Hennig is a totally different opponent. Which once again, they've already fought.
Right.
But what do I know?
And Jeff Jarrett's already beat him twice, I think. Pretty sure.
So this is my problem. You're trying to. Okay, we got it. Curt Hennig, main event. He's going to get a title shot. Okay, cool. What the fuck has he done to earn this match or even be elevated besides the fact that, he's Curt Hennig. He was popular in 1990 when he blew away the wrestling world. Like,
no, that's pretty much it.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He hasn't been on a lot. He hasn't beaten anyone of note that should allow him to be in this spot. It's because they don't have anyone else, just like you said. Who's he got to fight? Well, fucking no one. So I guess Curt Hennig.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out as we go into 2003 who Jeff Jarrett could realistically wrestle. I mean, you're gonna have to bring people in for one-offs until they build someone up appropriately to get to that level.
Well, I'll make a light prediction and say maybe they're gonna bring someone new in that will then be his new rival, essentially, and not just a one shot, but like maybe build something in the new year. We're gonna bring someone fresh in, whether a known name. I would assume it's gonna have to be a known name probably, but who that is, I don't know. Buff Bagwell, Godfather. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding about both of those.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Oh, here we go. The typical Jarrett match. We're about to go into the crowd. I guarantee it. He grabs a chair. Are you fucking serious? Scott Armstrong, he could have just lost the title right there.
That's a disqualification.
Okay, so
giving him a little leeway. He's going to hit him with a second chair. Okay. All right, Scott.
But if you're disqualified, you lose the title.
Come on. This is bullshit.
In the NWA TNA. Now, that being said, Scott Armstrong said, well, he's the boss, so I fucking got to let it go.
Oh, my God. You know what I would do? The next time he uses the chair, I disqualify him and then reveal a shirt that says sex on it. And be like, I hate you, Dad.
Jarrett's got his...
he's got the guitar.
Oh,
Why are Don and Tenay not protecting it?
Well, because they knew Jarrett. No, they were told to protect it because they knew Jarrett would need it.
Yeah, but I thought that would mean like they would protect it from him so he doesn't use it.
Oh, see, I took it as that they were protecting it so he could use it, which doesn't make any sense. But
none.
Oh, dude, Jarrett.
I feel like this is like a test. Like BG James is testing. I'm like, oh, do you need to use it? Remember when you were a bad guy?
Yes.
Right? Is that what we're getting for here?
That's what I'm getting from it. Which it's all kind of weird because when he started here in NWA TNA and he was the madman, he was going crazy, he was using chairs. And I was confused. Why is he not using his guitar? Now, if he was a face,
expensive.
Well, I don't know how, because I have one of his guitars and it's fucking light as fuck. It's made of fucking balsa wood.
Well, that's true. I mean, on Nitro one time, he had like, what, 1,500 of them in a fucking trunk of a truck?
Which I think is hilarious.
Hennig wrapping Jarrett's leg around the ring post as he had done a knee breaker.
Yeah.
Moments before that. So we're
Working
going
that
with
left
some
knee.
work here. Yeah. Okay. $35 years of experience between the two. Is that right? Jarrett's 86. So, yeah, I guess that'd be probably pretty close.
Wow.
Hennig is probably earlier than that.
I was thinking that too.
Has to be.
He's got this. Well, I'm going to say something wrong, so I'll Bob call what this move is, but it's like a butterfly submission kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Looks like his knee is in his balls, though. Hennig's knee and Jarrett's, I should say. And actually, if you look at the back of the move here, nothing's even locked in, I don't think.
It looks like the way you described it is pretty good there. Hennig is literally just kneeling, and then Jarrett has his own legs wrapped around themselves.
Hennig is not good at submissions. He did this to Brian Lee recently.
This is good, okay? Because Jarrett just tapped. I don't know what we're doing. He just tapped again. He's playing mind tricks. He thinks that Hennig's hurting him, but in fact, Jarrett is just hurting himself. It's like a dog chasing after their own tail and biting it. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, now Jarrett has finally separated his feet from each other after a couple of slaps. One-legged. He's fine. He's not even selling it. Well, I guess he is now. Ducks a right hand atomic drop, sending Hennig into the corner chest first, and another.
And we have just hit an hour and 51 minutes here, so.
Inseguri.
We're counting down.
Oh. Kicking Hennig on the knee, and then he just sits down.
He's done. He quits.
Yeah, he said, fuck this, I'm out.
He's like, hey, do you want me to hit him in the butthole? No, I'm going to.
What's he doing?
A little far away for that, but he did like
that was catapulted him into the corner, the middle turnbuckle, and Hennig is ripped off the top turnbuckle in that
what the hell? Okay.
Jarrett has noticed it.
Oh.
And then rams Hennig into it, and then Hennig just decked the referee. So how is this not 7 disqualifications? I don't understand.
Yeah, but that almost looked like Hennig wasn't supposed to hit it, and then he just hit it and then hit the ref anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Jarrett's calling for the guitar. Should he do it?
He's going to get it. The fans want him to use it.
I want him to use it too. Well, this one doesn't say slap nuts on it.
No. Oh, and he sits it down. The fans literally groan, saying, no. They want him to use it. He wants to go for the stroke. The fans don't care. They want the guitar. Oh, there's a low blow by Hennig.
Vince Russo.
That's Vince Russo. He wasn't here.
Vince Russo can't break the balsa wood guitar.
He just hit him 2 times with the guitar and it didn't break. 2, 3. Okay.
What's his shirt say? Hype?
I think this is NYPD.
Oh, yeah, it does. Okay.
Hype.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I literally didn't see the N. Or the D.
Is it incapable of him to do a clean job for somebody? Because every single time he loses is because something goes down.
Look at this. Russo throws the guitar out of the ring, hands Jarrett the belt. Jarrett's shocked. Like, what? What do you mean? Thank you, but... He's like, that's 2 times now, Jarrett. And they're going to kiss.
Oh, my God. What the fuck is
Wait.
Oh, AJ. What? AJ Styles?
Oh! We got to go!
What the fuck? Runtime on that is 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 25 seconds. Okay, so I guess that might answer our question about potential challengers. Although AJ Styles just lost to Amazing Red.
That's a great point, isn't it?
I mean, like, what are we doing here? I don't understand.
Okay. What do you think about that show, Bob?
I'm gonna say it was a good show overall. There was a couple of disappointing matches.
Okay, well,
but I mean, comparing it to last week's, I mean,
I'm glad you said that because I was gonna say it too, and I didn't want to get yelled at, but I did not think that was a bad show. Now, see, that's the weird part is like the matches weren't like mind blowing, really great matches, but like I still was like you said, I guess it's really because compared to last week, I was entertained that whole show. I didn't feel like it was dragging. And you know what? I know they keep doing it, these cliffhangers at the end, but Styles at the end with the clip, like, okay, I want to watch next week again.
Yeah, the way they fit that, they close that off. I feel like if you end the episode with like a question, like what's going on, then people are more inclined to tune in the next week.
Yeah.
Now, I don't understand the booking of AJ Styles attacking Jeff Jarrett when he just lost to Amazing Red. Now, maybe it's like, hey, if they're having AJ leave the X division, I guess you would, I guess, ideally lose on your way out of that division. But probably not in the same episode are you attacking the NWA World Champion and I'm supposed to buy into it.
You know what? You know what I would have done? I would have held it off till next week. Then you have to wait 2 weeks to find out.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I would have held it off for next week. That would have been good.
Yeah.
But yeah, needless to say, I think I almost want to say it's like a thumbs in the middle, but I'm going to give it a thumbs up just really because of, compared to last week and kind of with some of that cliffhanger, we didn't get Russo was only there really right at the end. We didn't get an obnoxious promo again. I don't know. I did not think that was too bad of a show.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely saying that it's a thumbs up for me.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think all in all, I think this sets us up for an interesting show for next week. Between what's happening with AJ Styles and really what's Jeff Jarrett going to do? Why is Percy Pringle here? I think we have a lot of questions that I'm hoping we're going to get most of those answers on next week's show. Who knows with TNA? But yeah. Now, that being said, we have one more show of 2002, which is absolutely insane. And that is the December 18th show. We know that we have a 10-man gauntlet match. We know there is a 3-way tag team match between the Disciples of the New Church, America's Most Wanted, and the Harris Brothers. We know that Sonny Siaki is defending against Easy Money. Mm-hmm. And that's all that is announced for next week's show. Which is enough to kind of, I think I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good last show of the year. And I think it's going to help close us out on a pretty good note. What do you think, Bob?
Well, I mean, I'm not really interested in the triple threat tag match.
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean, though. But I think
I would have made it a 4-way because Divine Storm beat America's Most Wanted.
I mean, that's a good point. I think
I don't want to see them, but
Well, are you just not excited about the people in the match, or are you not excited because it's a 3-way tag team match?
I'm not excited because of the people involved, and by people I mean the Harris Brothers.
Fair, a very, very fair point.
Because the New Church and AMW have proven that they can have fun matches.
Well, maybe they're going to be the glue that holds that match together, and maybe the Harris Brothers will just be beat up a couple times and we'll be happy.
Yeah, and then, I mean, I would be interested in the Easy Money Sonny Siaki match, but Sonny just won the title, so it's not like Easy Money is going to be like, oh, I'm going to beat you for it now. I don't anticipate that happening.
No, but this is where they rush their title matches too much. I think that Sonny Siaki should have had a non-title match against someone next week. Or if they really wanted, Jerry Lynn can get his rematch. They do that a lot. I don't really love that, but
no, you know what I would have done? I would have had it be Sonny Siaki next week will fight Tony Mamaluke for the title because Tony Mamaluke won a match this week. Fills a week, and then you have 2 weeks after that, and then you can be like, oh, he's fighting Easy Money.
Which I think Sonny Siaki and Easy Money, like it's going to be a fine match. I mean, Easy Money's good. Sonny Siaki's good. I'm worried about their. I don't think their styles will clash too bad because Easy Money isn't traditional X Division. I really feel like. So I think that's going to go pretty good. I think that'll be a decent match.
Yeah, and then the 10-man match, X Division match. That's interesting, largely because I don't know if I can name 10 regular X Division guys.
Yeah, so that should be fun.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see who they use. Maybe guys from Explosion that we've
Why
heard
not?
about. Yeah, I mean that could possibly be in the mix there, but and then I mean, well, I guess we'd probably find out more about AJ Styles. We're probably gonna get a 20-minute Vince Russo promo because we didn't get that this week.
You know what though? In a weird way, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I want to know what else he's gonna say.
Well, because me too, because there's this intrigue of the sports entertainment extreme that needs to be built up. But with that though, I mean, I wouldn't have BG James losing.
No, they shouldn't. BG James should not have lost. No, he shouldn't have lost.
I mean, I can appreciate that they don't want Ron Killings to lose a match or whatever, but it's the first singles match, really, for the group, and then he's going to lose. And then it seems like he's already teasing, like, should he even be doing this because he just hit his father with a chair on accident. So there's already that, like, mental conflict, like, oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would have just have him. I don't like that part of the angle. I would rather him just be like, well, fuck it. You're in the way. All right, see you later.
Well, that would definitely put more heat on him. That's for sure.
Yeah, instead of being like, oh, no, Dad, I'm so gay. I don't know what gay is. See you later. No, I would be like, well, don't get in the ring. I don't know what to tell you. Not my fault.
Yeah.
But
yeah, all in all, not a bad show today. Looking forward to next week. And that being said, once again, I mean, it's our last TNA show of 2002. So I know me and Bob have discussed our official plan is going to be throughout the rest of our real life 2020. So because we have 2 weeks off technically, but we want to still deliver some content to you guys. So what our plan is that we will be giving you another WWA bonus episode, and that is, I believe, Bob, is that the Eruption? Is that the one we said it was?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that is the next WWA pay-per-view, and that episode should be releasing on December 25th, which I know is Christmas Day for those who celebrate. However, we will still be releasing an episode that day. And then the following week, we'll be releasing a special, almost like a recap show, where me and Bob are kind of going to discuss our favorite moments, and almost do like a quote, like an award kind of show,
like a year in review type of thing.
Year in review, I love it. So that's what was going to be releasing on New Year's Day, which will of course be January 1st, 2021. And so that's what's going to happen those 2 weeks off, and then we will be returning with the next NWA TNA pay-per-view on January 8th, just like they did 18 years ago to the date, as always. And also, I'm going to release another piece of bonus content, probably one of those 2 weeks off. I haven't decided which yet. Recently, I posted on Twitter that I purchased some Impact Wrestling trading cards at a local flea market just for fun. And I made a quick little video opening up the card, seeing what was inside, if there was any relics, hand-signed things, ring-used gear cards, all that kind of stuff. So that bonus video will be over on our YouTube channel. Just search TNA Cross the Line podcast, and our channel will pop up. You can subscribe to us. We post all of the podcasts on that as well. But that video I will put up during one of those 2 weeks as well to kind of balance out us not having a normal episode.
What flea market did you get those at?
Just downtown, the farmer's market. See? Yeah. I joked around with my girlfriend, and I said, hey, if I see TNA wrestling trading cards, I'm buying them. And little do we know, we were walking around looking for some Christmas gifts, and I found some.
Oh my God. Those are like 2011?
Yes, I believe these are 2011 Impact Wrestling cards. And yeah, so they're already open. I already did the video. I already filmed it, but I will not spoil what is inside. So you can find out. But I'm looking forward to releasing that. And it was kind of weird filming a video all alone. So I hope one day I can film a video with Bob. It's just not the same. But
I don't know if I could do it on my own.
It was kind of sad, but that's okay.
You
That's going to
could.
be released as well. And I've kind of been wanting to do something a little extra like that, a little bit of extra content. But I'm looking forward to the rest of the year. I think we got some really good stuff planned, and it's going to bring us into 2003, which should be a very good year for TNA wrestling.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to 2003 as well. It's we're in like prime time TNA interest level for me. And I'm looking forward to even when we get to the early Impact years, because I think 04, 05 Impacts are really under the radar in terms of what was really going on there. So,
that's some of my favorite stuff, so I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I don't listen to many other TNA podcasts, but I know that we're one of the few that actually go behind the scenes, in-depth stuff, and then we go along with the watch-along format. I hope everybody enjoys like our live reactions. I like the feel of it better than just reading off like what happened and how we felt, 3 days prior to recording. I think when we actually see it live and react accordingly, even if the episodes go almost 3 hours long.
Yeah, but you know what? I agree with you completely. I think, okay, because what? We would have been like, oh, so AJ Styles came out at the end. What'd you think about that? In here, we
Right.
were like, oh, shit, AJ Styles is out here.
Right.
I mean, you're getting our live, like, we're not bullshitting. Me and Bob aren't, theater students acting right now. This is legitimately our reactions watching these shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's less than exciting, but that's because what we're watching is less than exciting. And other times it's mind-blowing and we can't believe what we see. And I think that's part of the fun, especially with these TNA shows where we truly do not know what to expect.
Yeah, exactly. So anytime, I see people commenting on Twitter about enjoying it and, it's appreciated, refreshing, and it makes it, worthwhile to sit down and record.
Absolutely.
Once or twice a week. So enjoyable stuff all around. So Dallas, you got anything else for this episode of Cross the Line?
Yeah, I think that wraps it up for me, Bob. So let's take it home until next week.
All right, then. For Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.